But I think the lowest point was I had about 3 or 4 things lined up and they all cancelled on me because of the uncertainty. And I was like, damn, like this money's going to run out at some point. What do I do? Yeah.
All that separated you from the BBC, and just Kia at Apple was 2 tweets.
Literally. My food shop, I made sure it was £10 a week.
£10 a week.
You're lying.
40 a month.
No.
Why is that
You have to be capping, man.
I'm just gonna need like 10-15 minutes just to be on the BBC quick. No,
What? Hold on.
No,
What kind of no,
Kia?
Kia? What kind of a flex is that?
No.
Hold on.
No.
BBC. Hold on.
So I didn't have money per se. All I could do was just give it my all, and then hope that everything else would come to me, and it did.
Money is a big part of life. So the way you speak about your money is how you gotta treat the money. Same way how you talk about yourself is how you gotta treat yourself.
Just like that has been like one of the most pivotal conversations I've had this year.
Wow.
That has changed my, not even joking, changed my mindset, changed where I am and how I perceive things and how I feel like I can get things done. Graduated last year.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, we are here for a podcast.
Yeah, sorry.
So don't say sorry.
Oh, you've been recording this whole time?
Oh, yeah.
What are we?
Yeah, I've been recording.
Oh, raw.
Smooth.
Oh, my good Lord.
Do you know what I mean?
I'll just
Okay.
talking on
But that's how
accounting.
we do it, man.
That's how you do it. Yeah,
Yes.
I
I
think
know
we
it's up, man.
But how are you today? You right?
I'm alright, thank you. How are you?
I'm okay. Matter of fact, I'm blessed.
Good.
I'm blessed.
That's
How you
very
feel?
nice.
How you do you like the studio?
It's a very nice studio.
It
It's
is a very nice studio.
Yeah, I
Indeed.
like it.
I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, good.
It took us a while to get it, though,
Is
innit?
is it? Yeah.
How long did it take you to get it?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Driving. It was a long drive.
Eesh.
Long drive.
I'm impressed though that you found a parking space.
Yeah, I mean, I was always going to find a parking space because one thing about me, I'm not going to ticket.
Come
on.
I've
Yeah.
got 2 tickets in my life to get another one. I said,
Because
nope.
I checked on you when I came outside. I was like, "You found a parking space?" Yep.
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 I was like, "All right." Do you not want to? Nope.
Nope.
Oh, fair enough.
Nope.
I was surprised, innit, that you
I
even
would
knew.
have parked outside of someone else's unit if I had to. I'm
Yeah.
like, my car's staying there. It doesn't matter.
Oh, fair enough. I respect it, man. That's real.
Yeah,
But
man.
people, today we have a very, very special podcast, and I'm gonna tell them why it's a very, very special podcast.
Yes, sir.
Because we are joined with our first ever in this life
Ever.
female guest.
Come on, man.
Her name is Kia Commodore, and I'm gonna say her whole government because that is her name. Do you know what I mean? She don't like when I say it, but it's Kia Commodore, the infamous, yeah. No, sorry, the famous, not the infamous. Infamous ain't good.
Bro, I wrote down
Go
who
on.
she is, right?
Oh no, you got.
Oh my gosh, no.
Is it like WWE?
Yeah,
you
I
got
wrote it down, bro.
Say no.
Where you get £177? No, so Miss Kia Commodore, right? Award-winning podcast host.
Award winning.
Yeah.
Award-winning.
You won awards?
I did, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Personal finance authority.
Oh my gosh.
TV personality.
Yes.
Featured on articles such as The Guardian, BBC, Cosmopolitan, ITV, and also a presenter.
That's a lot of.
That's a lot of things, man.
Yes, a lot of
So
things.
we're going to do that, bro.
clap for that round there, man. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
No, big yourself up, Queen.
Thank
And actually,
you.
we're very, very fortunate that you are our first ever woman on the
I'm
podcast.
very honoured.
Honestly,
Yes,
thank you
I'm
so much
very
for coming
honoured.
on.
You're more than welcome.
And you know what, yeah? Before we get into it, the reason why we say we want you on the podcast, right? Because so many things you do align what we do. You're very transparent.
Yeah.
You're very relatable. You're cool. You're nice. All these things here, which we like. Most importantly, you're valuable. And what we always say about purpose, purpose comes from value. And you'll live a very purpose-led life. And also, you're very valuable. So that's exactly why we want you on the podcast.
Do you know what I mean?
So thank you very
From the
much.
moment I met you, you were vibes, man.
Oh, thank you.
You were vibes. Remember,
What do you guys meet?
when was it? Was it Marnie's?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Marnie's,
was
innit?
Marnie's,
Yeah, you're mad cool, man. And I
Yeah.
told Rob, this Kia girl, she's mad cool, you know. Gotta have her on a pod at some point. And here we are.
Here we are. We made it
Do you know what I
happen.
mean?
We made it
Honestly,
happen.
man. You know what? You were at our event, right? I didn't even see you.
Yeah, I know.
This is our first time in the studio since our event, 3 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, we've been back for a minute now.
For a
Obviously, we're
time,
putting things out there.
I was about to
still.
say, you guys have really been putting in work
every
anyway.
week,
So
man. Every week, man.
Thank you.
Trust me. But how do you find the event, though?
it was amazing. It was
Wow.
amazing. I made the latter part of
Yes,
it.
we spoke about that.
Yeah, I made the latter part of the event, but it was incredible.
Wow.
I was so glad that I made it.
Thank you so much for
Made the
coming.
drive over.
Come
Oh, you
on.
drove there?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
How long was the drive then?
From where I was, so it was from where I was before. It was like an hour, and then
wow.
to get to your event, it was about 45 minutes.
Okay.
But I wanted to make sure that I got there.
Yeah, good.
And it was great. You
Thank
guys
you so
honestly
much.
smashed it. So I was so glad that I went.
Thank you so
It was
much.
great to chat to everyone. I didn't get to chat to you
I
properly.
didn't. Yeah.
But-
I saw your story. You're like, wait, you were there?
Yeah,
I didn't get to talk to you. I was like, damn.
There was
So
a
I think
lot
every
of
time I
people.
wanted to go to, because like all of you were busy, everyone wanted to chat
Yeah,
to you. So
yeah,
wherever
yeah.
I could, I was like grab you guys, like hi.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I didn't think I could get to
Because
you.
I came to the back here.
Yeah.
I came to the back and then everyone was on stage and I was at the back for whatever reason. And I
Yeah.
was like, is that Kia? I was like, oh, Kia, what you
I think I was
saying?
having a little drink in the back.
Yeah. I was like,
At
oh,
the
what you
bar.
saying, Kia? Gave her a little hug, and you were there with Elves.
Yes, I was there with Elvis.
Big
Yeah.
She was there
Yeah.
too.
She was there as well. We came
Oh,
together.
people were
We came
inside,
together.
bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, that was a very, very good night, man.
It was very good.
Very, very good. 250 people inside.
Amazing.
Crazy. First event. Also, guys, if you haven't already, after you finish this, watch this to the end. Go back to our most recent episode. Take that in. Trust me, it's a movie. Kia, she was a movie. We said it was a movie. Trust me, you're gonna enjoy it. V for value. You're gonna love it, man.
For real.
So,
And matter of fact, let's do like some shout outs as well. If you're not already on our mailing list, join our mailing list. Have you got a mailing list?
I do.
Okay, well then, do you want people to join it as well?
Yeah, of course.
Well, then we're
Join
going to
it.
leave it in the description. Have you got an Instagram?
Yeah.
You got 2, haven't you?
Well, depends on what you're asking for.
Well, you got your main one, and then you got your pennies to pound.
Oh, yeah. Like, I've got my personal one and Pennies Pounds.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'll put them up. We'll put them somewhere.
Yeah, we'll put them somewhere.
We'll
man.
put them
it
somewhere. We'll put them somewhere.
So basically, one thing we always like to do, which we're starting now, right? For every single guest who comes to the podcast, we'll ask them a question.
Go for it.
So the question is, right? And also, guys, this is off the dome minute, so she has no time to think about
Yeah.
this.
Mm.
So the question is, Miss
Go
Kia,
on.
you ready? Yeah.
I'm ready.
The question is, if this chapter of your life was called a book, what would it be called and why? I'll say that again for you, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
If this chapter of your life was called a book,
I think there's a better way to phrase that.
what would it be called?
If this part of your life was a chapter in a book, what would a chapter be called?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a good one. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
What?
That was a really good question.
It was a really good question. It's my boy.
Right now, I would say this chapter would be called Becoming. That's what I call
Why's
it.
that?
Becoming.
Elaborate, please.
Because I feel like I've had my platform for coming up to 3 years now. So we're 3 years in October.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. So we're almost there, but not yet. But I feel like I've been putting a lot of work behind the scenes, and I feel like now things are starting to come to fruition.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm starting to, like reap some of the fruits that I've
Yes.
sowed
Yeah,
over the years. So, and I feel like I'm becoming the woman that I want to be. I'm becoming the person I want to be.
I like
The
that.
content creator, all of those kind of titles you mentioned in the beginning. I feel like I'm becoming more of that person.
What steps did you take to get there? A couple of them. You don't have to give me all of them because I know there was a few.
Yeah, but to get where?
To get to becoming the person you want to be, because that is something that a lot of people are struggling with. Like, number one, who am I?
Yeah.
Number two, like, when I figure out who I am, how do I get to be the person that I want to be, kind of thing.
That's
So
a really
what
good
steps
question.
are you taking, or what steps have you taken to get here?
I think the first thing I had to do, because I think the first year of setting up Pennistopounds, I definitely felt like an imposter. Like I had no idea what I was doing. It was never meant to be as big as it is. Obviously, you always start stuff and you want it to be massive.
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
think it was going to take off in any way, shape or form. So I felt like an imposter for the first year. And the second year I said, no, I want to be someone. And I also said, I want to leave some sort of legacy. Even if I just help
Big
one
word,
person.
that one. Big word,
right?
legacy.
No, it's true. I want to like leave something that I can be proud of, that my kids and future generations can be proud of, and say, that was my great grandmother who did that, whatever that is, right? So I had to figure out right now, because I was 21 when I started it. So I was thinking, I'm becoming a woman, right, in my own right, but also I'm becoming this person who owns this financial platform. But who is she? And I wrote down 10 things that I thought I wanted future me to possess in terms of like attributes and
like that.
abilities.
Yeah.
That perhaps maybe I didn't embody all of them right now, but I knew that I wanted to
All part
embody
of the
them.
process, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, come on.
And another part of it was writing down some of the habits that I wanted to have. Because I came fresh out of uni. You kind of get into maybe some of the bad habits. I wake up whenever I wake up.
Late.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Those
trust
kind
me.
of things.
Yeah,
And I wanted
yeah.
to say, this new Kia, this older Kia, who's doing amazing. What habits does she have? What does she do? And I wrote that all down. And it was a process of, I remember I set my alarm for 7 a.m. every day because I work for myself, for anyone who doesn't know. So this is what I do.
Full time.
So
Okay.
this is what I do.
We'll get into what you actually
Yeah.
do.
But it was hard because when you work a 9 to 5, you work 9
Structure,
to 5.
isn't it? Yeah.
There's a structure.
Yeah,
When you work for
structure.
yourself, I can wake up at 11, no one's telling me anything.
yeah,
Talk about that on the
Yeah.
podcast
we literally
earlier
spoke
on.
about this the other day.
But it's true, right? I can wake up every time and who's going to tell me anything?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
had to say, right, I want to enforce structure in my life, so I need
Yes.
to wake up at 7. There are some days where I don't wake up at 7, some days
Yeah.
where I wake up earlier than 7.
Yeah.
But at least if I know every day, Monday to Friday, my alarm's going to go off at 7, I have that sort of structure. I even have times where I say I'm not going to work because I want to enforce that structure. And that has all helped me to, I feel like, start becoming the person I want to be, because now things are coming at me. If I didn't have that structure, I'd be very overwhelmed. I'm like, I've got no time to do anything. I can't do anything. like, how do I manage all of this? And I'm not saying that I don't sometimes get stressed out.
Yeah.
But it's easier to manage everything that's coming my way because I've got the structure, because I know, right, I've got to do this all today. You know, most people probably stress out, but I know, right, if I wake up the time I wake up, I know I need to do this by 8, that needs to be done by 10, I need to be at the house by 11. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got the plan of how to execute everything I need to do.
You know what I love about that? What you said there is that you put the work in behind the scenes, and now it's coming to fruition now. That's for everyone right now, because everyone can see you right now, be like, oh my gosh, you're doing so well. As we said, award winning, all this stuff here, but all came from the process behind the scenes when no one's watching. That's for everyone. Once again, like, put the work in behind the scenes, because you never know when your time's gonna come. Yeah. And the most important thing about everything, you don't do, how do I say this properly? Everything you're doing is gonna work out as long as you stay consistent with it. Like we were saying there, 7 a.m.s day by day. Of course, some days you miss out. We're human, but the most important thing, you're working towards the goal every single day. And what you did there, you wrote the habits down, wrote the goals down. The most important thing we always say, write your goals down, make it plain. Because once you write it down and make it plain, then you can work towards something every single day.
Absolutely.
Especially for yourself too, as your own boss.
Yeah.
Like, there's no one there that's gonna tell you what to do, when to wake up, whatever. But as for you, you said to yourself, these are my non-negotiables. This is what I'm gonna stick to. And I look at you now. So well done for you for that.
Thank you.
Consistency and self-respect. That's what I call that. I remember I was listening to...
Yeah, that's good, bro. That's
consistency and self. Because if you don't respect yourself, then you won't listen to yourself.
Exactly.
And you need to respect yourself to be able to respect others and 100%. To be able to, like, I guess, work with others as well. Like, if you can't work with yourself, who can you work with?
Exactly.
You have to have control over yourself, especially if you're going to be, not in a role, but like if you're going to be doing something that you're doing, which is running your own business or running multiple ventures, you have to be in control of yourself. 100%. And that's something that you're doing.
Thank you.
Well done. This is just going to be full of us gassing her up. You've just done a lot, man.
No, so, okay, cool. So give us a little bit about who you are.
Yes, good question.
I can say it, right?
Yeah.
But I think I might do
a disservice.
Okay.
Tell people who you are and we'll get into it first of all, please.
Okay, I'll split up the two.
Okay.
It's easier.
Multifaceted. We like
No. You understand what I mean.
Okay.
All right, go on.
So my name is Kia.
Hello, Kia.
I am a 24-year-old entrepreneur. I run the platform and own the platform Pennistopounds, which is a financial literacy platform aimed to educate young people on personal finance. It's been running since 2019.
Wow. Okay.
Alongside that, Kia as a person, so that's just Kia, you know, who owns Pennistopounds. But Kia as a person, she is, I guess, known to everyone as a personal finance guru or expert, depending who you ask. And a personality and a content creator.
Yes.
So I am currently working with the BBC as I am covering the Martin Lewis show.
Yes.
While he's on his holidays.
Yes.
As he deserves, because he works so much.
Okay.
So I'm covering his Wednesday show from 1 till 2. On the BBC. I also just finished a Channel 4 show.
Nice.
Called Money in My Mind,
Love
which
that.
is helping people with their finances,
Yeah.
essentially.
Bit like Dr. Nicky and the E-Man Effect.
But yeah, exactly.
Yes.
There we go.
Big
Shout out to
sides.
them as well.
Shout out
Love
to them,
them.
you guys.
They're my loves. And I also have been featured in different, articles like you mentioned, The Guardian, blah blah, all these kind of different places. I also used to write for OK Mag. I had my own column on there.
Really?
As well. Yeah, I had my own column.
We're getting new info now. I didn't know this one.
I wrote for them. And yeah, I work with a lot of banks and a lot of different, financial institutions.
That's on NatWest.
Yeah, I've done NatWest before. But I work with a lot of banks to create events and just create some content.
Oh, you do events as well? Oh, yeah, you do events. Yeah.
So I've got a few coming up. With,
when?
Should be end of September, beginning of October.
Okay.
With a bank. I'm not going to mention it just yet because we fully confirmed it.
Yeah,
but there should be 2 events coming up with a bank. Again, completely free to educate people.
Really?
So
that's really good.
What I do. Yeah, that's what I am.
Question though, how do you separate Kia from Penniestopounds? Do you ever find that difficult to do?
Yeah, I think in the last year and a half, I've enforced that separation because people used to come up to me and call me Pennistopounds. I said that's not me. Pennistopounds platform, that's not me. I get what they're saying. Of course, I am the one who owns it and I'm the one whose face is on it. But I really wanted, because people meet me and then they're like, "Rah, you're funny, And I'm like, I know.
You don't say so yourself.
I know, but they don't see that because they see me as just Pennistopounds.
Yeah. Even still though, your podcasts are still quite funny though.
Thank you, but I mean, I'm still not fully myself because I recognize that I'm talking about a serious topic and you can't joke about everything, right? And when I'm creating content, I can't be fully funny about everything. So I am one way on Pennistopounds and another way in person. Like my friends, the way people describe me versus my friends, sometimes are 2 different adjectives. And I'm like, people really don't know me, and that's when, that's like a year and a half ago, that's when I came to the conclusion, like I need to actually enforce Kia as a separate entity so people can learn that Kia is one way. Kia does silly stuff sometimes. There's one time where I went to Birmingham and I forgot all of my stuff in London.
Ah,
I don't know.
How's that possible?
I went with LV.
Yeah.
And we were driving. She drove this time.
Oh,
we're driving.
Yeah,
we're driving.
Right.
I thought I put the stuff in her car.
Yeah.
I didn't. And we got 2 hours in. Mid-conversation, I said to her, do my stuff here. I looked. No bag. Nothing. I had absolutely nothing with me.
Swap dead. You had to go back.
2 hours in.
That's long.
So you just went there.
That'd be real, that's
I
long.
went there with the clothes on my back.
Yeah.
And I went to Primark the next morning. I said, yeah, I'm buying clothes. That's
Pennistopounds
it.
for real.
Pennies.
I said Primark is going to be my best friend today.
Pennistopounds for real, man.
But do you know what I mean? But that,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have shared that if I didn't have that separation.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's what I know I blew up on my Twitter, which is my personal Twitter, but I went to
So was that the start then, your Twitter?
Yeah, it was.
How did that work?
I start all off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before Pennies to Pound, there was a Twitter.
It was my personal Twitter. That's
Your
still
personal
active.
Twitter?
Yeah.
And then what made you blow? Was it the personal finance stuff? Did you put personal finance stuff on there?
Yeah, so I didn't usually. I was just tweeting my nonsense. I don't know, you can go back post 2019. I was tweeting nonsense.
Yeah.
And it was so basically anyone who knew me back in 2018, which is uni time, knew that I was making personal finance content on YouTube.
Okay.
Right.
Under a different name.
Okay.
And I stopped doing it just because it wasn't received. Like I didn't get as many views as I'd hoped for, right? So I just kind of said I'll put it on the back burner. I wasn't going to end it altogether. 2019 came and that's when Help to Buy Ice was closing. One of my friends who knew that I used to make that content said, "Oh, Kia, would you mind like explaining what the Help to Buy Ice thing is? Because Mum said I need to get one. I don't get it." I said, "Yeah, cool." So I said to her, like, "Where should I put it?" Like Instagram, I had like let's say like 1,500 followers. Twitter, I had like 800. So she was like, "Why don't you create a thread on Twitter because it's easier to put all the information out and screenshot it." I said, yeah, smart. Yeah, I'll do that. So I was on my way to Apple. I went to Apple part-time when I was at uni. On my way there, wrote out the whole thread on it. Said, yeah, cool. Just amending stuff, make sure it's all correct. I said, yeah, cool. So I tweeted it and I said, cool, I'm just going to tweet it. And then when I come back on my lunch break, I'll screenshot and put it in my story. Because I told her, like, I've tweeted it, but give me a sec, I'll put it in my story when I'm at work. She said, cool. Did that, put my phone away, and then I came back 4 hours later and the tweet had gone viral.
Wow. Okay, what is viral? Okay, what do you mean by viral? Because some people say viral and it's 10K. Some people say viral is 100K. Some people say viral is a mil.
That's true. That's very true. So I think it did 25K. So for me, bearing in mind 800 followers.
Yeah.
That was mad.
Yeah.
That was mad.
Like, where did all these people come from?
Yeah. And but the tweet itself had 3 million impressions. So there's way more people who didn't interact with it. But
saw it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that
and then that's not
mental.
to mention when it will get screenshotted and put on Instagram.
Exactly.
Because if you don't know, everything from Instagram, everything on Instagram comes from Twitter.
Everything.
It's all there.
Everything.
Yeah.
So that exactly doesn't take into account those things. So that did numbers and it kind of just went from there, really. Yeah.
And then after that, you decided to do the podcast?
No. So after that, I did another thread on the Lifetime ISA because people they said, okay, this is closing. What's a Lifetime ISA? Because that's what's superseding it. So it's replacing it.
Yeah.
So I did a thread on that. And then I think after that, the BBC asked me to come on.
Oh, just like that?
Yeah.
Sorry?
They DM me and
just like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you know what's funny though?
What?
Some people, like, you see when you start the YouTube channel, some people would have locked off that dream.
Yeah.
Like, some people would have said,
It's
okay, I'm not getting the views I want. Bun it, man. Let me just close down the YouTube channel, forget about it. But you didn't forget about it.
No.
You said you put it on the back burner.
Yeah.
When your friend asked you to do the content, you were still open to doing it.
Can you imagine if I didn't?
That's
I wouldn't
fam,
be today.
Two tweets after all that separated you from the BBC, and just Kia at Apple was 2 tweets.
Literally.
It's crazy.
Not even joking.
That is crazy.
Mental.
But let's go. I want to go back. I want to go back a little bit too. So obviously now we'll talk about Twitter. Right? I want to go to the beginning.
Yeah.
Money. So my question to you is this: what was the earliest understanding of money? Obviously you're a money expert, right?
Yeah.
But a money understanding comes from somewhere, right?
Yeah, of course.
So what was the beginning for you then?
I think the earliest memory that I have when it comes to money, I think I have 2. I don't remember. So this one, I don't remember what exact age. I know I was under 10.
Okay.
But I remember my mum took me. I'm gonna say Barclays. I don't remember what bank, but took me to a bank, right? To open up a savings account. So the child savings account.
Yeah.
Open it up. So every time I got pocket money or like money from birthdays, whatever, I could put it in there. So I remember at the time it was very old school. I had like. It was what do they call it? It's not a checkbook, like a savings book. So every time you go in, they stamp it to kind of tell you your new balance.
Yeah.
I loved it. I used to go every month with my mum and just put in, even if it just had like £3, put in my
money,
thing. And it was my mum just trying to get me used to saving and seeing your money go up.
Yeah.
And I think at the time they gave us like this savings pot thing, but you used to put the coins in. It used to fall into the right size. So if
Right,
you
yeah.
1p, right? So that way, and it had like bars. So you could see, I've saved up like 10p and 1p, and I've saved up £3 and 50p. So you could see how much money you had, and then mum would take me to the bank and do that. So that was, I'll probably say I was about 7 then, but then I started my first business at 9.
Oh, whoa,
Sorry.
whoa.
I did not know it started early.
Wait, hold on.
No, because I'm thinking. Remember that podcast I shouted you out on?
Yeah.
The one with Bezos. That was actually our first
Oh,
podcast.
we're talking about,
Watch that
we're
as
talking
well.
about school. That was year 7. I was
But
about
then,
11.
but even still, what I'm saying is like that's not 9 years old.
No, it's not.
What was happening
What was
at
happening
9?
at
What was
9
going
years
through your mind at 9
What
years
you
old?
9 years old, bro.
You know what I mean? Me.
I'm playing FIFA, fam.
I don't even think I had an Xbox at that time, bro. Before, I think I had a PSP.
PSP.
PlayStation Portable.
Oh, I still got a PSP.
You still got a PSP?
I've still got one.
I think I had a
No,
GameCube
back
actually.
then.
I've got
PS2
GameCube
for me,
now.
bro.
You got a GameCube as
I've got
well?
GameCube.
Is it? What games you
You're a
got?
gamer.
I'm a gamer, yeah.
Come on, man.
What games you got?
Yeah, I've got too many.
FIFA?
That's good.
No, not FIFA though.
Oh,
Stretching
Kia,
out.
go play you.
No. No.
But yeah, as you were saying though, wait, what were you saying again?
We were talking about 9 years old. 9 years old.
Yeah.
He must have didn't sync.
Word.
Yeah, we do that a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, 9
Yeah,
years
so
old.
9. Someone actually unlocked my memory a bit when I was 9. But what had happened was, school holidays. School holidays.
Summer holiday,
Yeah, cool. 6 weeks off. And my mum taught me how to knit in that time.
Okay.
At 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I spent my whole summer knitting scarves.
Making money too.
No. Just knitting scarves during summer.
Okay.
Chill. Process.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
process.
yeah. So I was just making.
Pennies to pounds.
Pennies to pounds. You don't get to pounds by not getting the
Come
pennies
on, man.
Do
first.
you know what I mean? So I was just making.
First, fam.
Yeah, I was making
First.
head scarves, give it to my cousins and that. I don't know why they wanted scarves in the middle of
In the
July.
winter,
but-
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
summer.
But like, take the scarves in it.
Yeah.
Cool. Went back to school in September. I must have come with one of my scarves to show people like, oh, this is what I've been doing during summer. And one of my friends said, "Can you make me one?" I
Okay.
said, yeah, give me £1. I'll make you one. She gave me £1.
Wow.
Used
bro.
to That's where the pounds
Yeah, so
come
like-
from. Right.
So give me £1. She said, cool. I said, what colour do you want? She told me what colour. I had the colour at home.
Yeah.
After my homework that night, made it, brought it in the next day. Cool. And
£1 back then, by the way, is big money. You know.
It was big
Nah,
money.
me.
That's like 10 racks, bro.
Yeah.
Serious.
No,
At 9
true,
years
but
old.
bearing in
Inflation.
mind, I think at that time, I could get like, so one roll of yarn could
Yeah.
probably make about 4 or 5 scarves, right?
Oh,
At the time, I think in the pound shop, I could buy 4 rolls of yarn for £1.
Oh wow.
So bear in mind, I could make like, if one makes about 4.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was making my money.
Oh, you're making
I was making money.
returns.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And then someone reminded me the other day that I used to, after that, I got bored of that.
Okay.
And what I would do, so essentially the principle of like eBay and Depop now,
Yeah.
I did when I was 9.
Okay.
So like I'd have stuff at
Trendsetter.
home.
Shout out Energizer podcast. Trendsetter. Yeah.
I'd have stuff at home that like I didn't want anymore.
Yeah.
Or like there was this website called Swap It Shop.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if it's live now.
Old school.
Looked. Yeah, old school. But basically what you could do is like you could earn like these virtual currency things that you actually swap it
Okay.
for like real life things.
Okay.
So like I'd get stuff on Swap It Shop because I didn't actually spend any money on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or like I'd have stuff at home and everyone knew me as like Kia's tub. So I'd bring in my
Okay.
tub of stuff, break time,
Yeah.
and people would just be like, Kia, I've got 50p, I want that thing that you got there.
That's mad.
And I just be, it's just stuff I don't want anymore, or I just got for
Yeah.
free anyway.
Mm.
People give me £1 here, 150p there,
Yeah.
25p there, and I should be making money.
Raw.
That's what I was doing from that 9.
So from back then, you've been
Yeah.
on this money mindset thing.
Yeah,
from
because
the
I was supposed to
beginning.
put it in my thing and put it in my savings account. I was like, yeah,
Wow.
all my money's put in savings account.
That's good. You know what? One thing I was watching the Money on the Mind episode, right?
Yeah.
Episode 1 now, first
Yes,
one.
Lisa.
Dr. Nikki said something very, very important, right? She said, yeah, a lot of people's mindset towards money comes from their parents.
100%.
What your mum was doing from the beginning, big up mummy, man.
Yeah.
She was making you save from early.
Yeah.
That's such a big thing too, because your parents are just very frivolous with money.
Yeah.
Then you'll
And
probably be
that's how you're
frivolous
going
with
to
money
be as
too.
well, yeah.
Or if they're very stingy with money,
You'll be very stingy
you'd
too.
be extremely
Yeah.
stingy.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a big believer, like, the mindset of money. Like, everything in life is mindset, and also how you do something in one area of life, how you do something in another area of life. So obviously we'll talk about that a bit later on,
Yeah.
the mindset of money, but that's just a really big point I want to say there. What's your thoughts on how parenthood affects and leads to your children's to making money?
It's very much so affected, you know what I mean? Because I speak to people all the time who will tell me, do you know, I'll never get a credit card out. Credit cards are terrible, blah, blah. You start to unpick that, and it's because their dad got in a lot of debt when they were younger and they had to do without, and they saw their dad suffer and blah, blah. So now, because of what they had to go through and what they saw, and the trauma, you know, that led on to their parents, they now, I say credit cards and loans are terrible. I will never get a loan. I'll never get an overdraft. Even if I'm suffering, I'd rather have 10p in my account than get £100 overdraft and pay it back when I get paid.
Yeah.
Because that's how they view money and especially debt. And I think there's a lot of people where you see sometimes people who spend because they're not feeling great. Whenever
Emotional
they're feeling sad,
spending.
they go online and they online shop.
Yeah.
And
What do they call that? They call that
there is a word for it.
emotional spending.
Yeah, emotional spenders. Yeah, that's it.
Is that the word?
Emotional spenders. That's
I
the
know
word.
what you're. Yeah, I think there's a different word. I know what
Yeah,
you're talking about.
Yeah, but carry on.
But yeah, like emotional spenders, usually when you unpick that,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
always directly linked to parents, but quite often you'll find that maybe their mum used to do it. So when their mum would be sad, or something happened with them in their household, they just kind of got used to just flicking through a catalogue, and they just now they've got money to do it. They can actually buy the stuff instead of just looking at stuff. You know what I mean? All these people have got different lines of why they do things.
Yeah.
But quite a lot of it, I wouldn't say 100%, but quite a lot of it does directly come from parents or what they witnessed as a child.
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah.
I remember when I was thinking about getting a credit card.
Yeah.
And I knew not to tell my dad. I knew not to tell my dad.
Really?
I didn't tell him. And then when the thing came through the post, the American Express, when it came through, he was like, Jonathan, you got a credit card? I was like, yeah. He's like, be careful with that. I knew exactly what he was going to say. Be careful with that because all this and that. I was like, I understand. And I understand that you're supposed to use this particular amount of your credit limit. Yeah. I think it's like 25%.
25, 30, depends on.
Yeah. Listen, I'm being safe, innit? 25%. I'm using up to that. My credit card utilization or credit limit utilization, I think it is. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. And I know that you're only supposed to use a certain amount so that you look basically more responsible to the banks, and then they give you more credit limit, higher credit limit and stuff like that. I know how to use it. However, people in the past haven't had that education of how to use a credit card, and they've only used it to get out of a bad situation. I've always been of the mind of I'll get a credit card when I don't need a credit card. And I feel like that's very important. I don't know if you'd say, because you're you're the expert. I don't know if you'd say the same thing, but go ahead.
No, I think the use of credit cards, whenever you get it, is up to you, right? I just think people should use it only when they feel like they're responsible enough. Yeah. Like you said, if people just feel like they're just going to spend loads of money on it and just have fun and see it's free money, then you shouldn't get it. If you're an impulse spender and you feel like you're going to impulse spend with your credit card, then I wouldn't necessarily recommend that you should get it. Credit cards are just all down to responsibility, because before you know it, you'll spend and you will have wrecked your credit score. Yeah. And now if you want to get a house in 3 years' time, you can't do that. Even some people have been rejected for phone contracts.
Crazy. Really? Because of their credit?
Bad credit. Like, all of that ties into it. People don't realise it. People just think, oh, well, yeah, I don't want to buy a house yet anyway, or blah, blah. Yeah. You don't realise if you wreck your credit from now.
Think, you know. That's what I'm saying. You think.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Even when you go to rent somewhere, they're going to have to do credit checks on you to see if you're actually.
And even cars as well.
All these things that people want to do.
It's going to be more expensive as well.
Yeah. Exactly.
The credit ain't good because they don't trust you.
No.
Credit is literally like, how much can we trust this person with money, essentially?
Yeah.
And what would you say in terms? Okay, so there are people who are not educated in terms of credit. What would you say are the ways of? Obviously, there's so many different schemes and stuff, but then the basic ways of building their credit up. What would you say that would be?
If someone's not good with money, did you say?
No, if someone's like kind of, their credit score is kind of low.
Oh, it's low. Credit score's low.
How would they build it back up again?
I would just say, if your credit score is low, I wouldn't say turn to a credit card unless you're responsible. So let's just assume the person we're talking about in this scenario is someone who feels like they can't have a credit card. They're going to spend on it, right? What I would say then is, number one, obviously make sure you're on an electoral roll, so make sure you're registered to vote. You know, when I talk to young people, they're like, I don't want to vote anyway. This government's this is that. I said, whatever you think about the government is your own.
No, don't tell
me.
Don't tell me.
Whatever you think about the government is your own personal view.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I always say it helps your credit score.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you to go and vote.
Wait, voting helps your credit score?
Being on the electoral roll.
Yeah, registering to vote helps your credit score.
Why is that?
Because if you think about it,
right?
What?
Not even that. If you think about it, right? If I haven't registered to vote ever, right, and I want to apply for a credit card, I'm going to get rejected. Why? Because they can't verify who I am. They can't verify I live where I say I live. I am who I say I am. If I'm now registered to vote, I don't have to vote a day in my life if I don't want to. But now lenders can say, okay, she says she lives in East. Does she actually live in East? We can cross reference. Yes, she does. Electoral roll says she does. Cool. This is who this person is, right? It's just
I'm on that. Yeah, I'm on that.
You're on that. Yeah.
On what?
I'm already on the electoral roll.
Yeah.
I believe so. Potentially, I don't know.
You can have a look online and just see on your local borough and see if you're on the electoral roll.
Okay.
But that's number one, because a lot of people aren't on there and they don't realize that can help. There are other little schemes, in my opinion, the ones I've tried. Definitely use a credit builder.
Okay. As in a credit builder card, or? It
depends. The ones that I've personally tried, because I tried one for a year to see if it actually helps. I use one called Lockbox, which is, the premise of it is essentially you're taking out a loan. The reason I say that is because you don't actually get to spend the loan. So let's say you could pick between £20 and £200, I believe, to put in every month. So I think I went straight in the middle, not in the middle, for 50, right? Yeah. So £50 a month for 12 months is £600. So I'm thinking like a £600 loan that I'm going to repay for the 12 months. Essentially,
Okay.
right? So every month I put in £50
Yeah.
and I'm repaying back my loan. Because I'm repaying back my loan on time,
Yeah.
my credit score increases.
Oh.
But at the end of your lockbox term, so at the end of the 12 months,
It's like a locked box. Okay, I
you
get
get to unlock the box
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
take your
yeah.
money out. So it's all savings account as well. So if you're someone who wants to build your credit and wants to save, double whammy, it's all in there. Get your money back out as well.
What's it called lockbox?
LOQBOX.
Yeah, I gotta look into that myself.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
shout.
very-
Hey, listen, you heard it here. I don't know if you heard it here first. You heard it here at some point. It's here, isn't it?
Yeah, there you
Take
go.
it in, man. But sorry, let's get back to the thing.
So we'll
That
talk
was really
about
my
first of all,
question.
talk about the mindset of money.
Yeah.
My question, 'cause I remember I watched one of the episodes also. Yeah, you talk
Mm-hmm.
about how in first year of uni, your mindset of money wasn't necessarily the best, and then
Yeah.
you changed it second year now.
Yeah.
What was the change for you in terms of the mindset of money?
I think in uni, okay, so in first year, I had no money. That's just the long and
So
short.
it was just pennies.
It was, hey,
No pounds
less
yet.
than. It felt less than. I can't lie to you. I had no money. And it was because they just didn't give me any, they gave me like the minimum amount
Oh,
that you
swear.
can get. And even when I was fighting back, I said, bro, I can't eat, bro. Like with this money, I could just about pay rent.
Bro.
I don't think I had enough to pay rent. The money they gave me.
So how are you living then?
I had to work the whole of my first year. Do you know what I mean? Like I didn't have enough money.
Yeah.
So in second year came, I got more money from student loan, and I was working
Mhm.
a better job in London, even though I was in Coventry, so I was getting more
Oh,
money.
you're working in London.
I was working in London.
How
yeah.
did that
flying
work
back
then?
once.
Yeah, just got a train back. every
Oh,
weekend.
fair enough.
Yeah, it's very calm.
Was it expensive back then?
Nah, I used to just do my thing, innit?
That thing.
And let's not talk too late.
Yeah, let me talk too much, innit? But no, I'm joking.
Yeah.
But even if you booked in advance, it was like £5 a ticket. It was nothing.
Okay.
Oh,
that's
wow.
minor.
Yeah, it
Wow.
was nothing. Now,
Inflation
inflation.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Through the roof.
you're never gonna see them kind of tickets.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
£5 ticket. That's crazy.
I used to get £5 tickets, or if I couldn't get a good train ticket, I'd get like a £1 megabus.
Oh,
You know what I mean? £1, get all it back.
What's that place? Margaret. No, what's that place in Cove?
It's Paul Meadow in Cove.
That's it.
Paul Meadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know about the Palm Medal, but you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? He had to fly back from Loughborough to
Mm.
here when we had to film a podcast when he was going uni as well.
Yeah, I literally
It
every
was
single week
long.
back in London.
Is it?
How much was it for even coach? How much was it?
I think like every time I went, I spent like £15.
Yeah,
And
that's
train
Every
was
week.
in, what, 20 plus?
That's a
The
lot.
train's like, bro, it's like 50.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, inflation's peak.
Inflation's mad because
Gosh.
I was not spending that kind of money before. I wouldn't have worked in London. I would have found
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
in
I
Cove or
think
nearby.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, back to second year.
Yeah, sorry.
you're
Yeah.
working
So I was
on
So
that.
first year, no money.
First year, no money.
Yeah.
Second year, way more money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then I was saving my entire student loan because I
Okay.
could live solely off my income that I earn, right? But even though I was earning more money, you know when some people say like, if I had more money, I'd be way better with money. No, you won't. You honestly won't. You need to change your
Yeah,
mindset.
quicker.
You
Yeah,
honestly
yeah,
won't be. Because I had a friend who was doing a similar thing, right? So we both worked in London, so we'd both go home together, come back together. And she somehow never had money. And I said, darling, like we get the same amount.
Yeah.
We're earning the same amount.
Something's not adding up.
I think she even
Word.
earned like a pound or two more than me per hour.
Wow.
And yet you never seem to have money. I always have money left over every month. What
yeah,
is
yeah.
wrong?
Have you read Rich Dad Poor Dad?
I haven't actually. Not
This-
its entirety.
This is very similar to what they were saying in that book.
What are they saying?
They were talking about like how it's like lifestyle
Lifestyle inflation.
lifestyle inflation.
Yeah.
So like when
Oh,
your
yes.
lifestyle or when
Yeah.
when you get paid more,
You
you start
increase
increasing your
your
lifestyle. You
outgoings.
get a
Yeah,
bigger
yeah.
car, you get a better car,
100%.
nicer car, bigger house.
100%.
And with a bigger house comes more rent,
Yeah.
comes higher
Yeah.
higher bills to pay,
Yep.
and with a nicer car comes more petrol,
Right.
more expensive petrol sometimes depending
Yeah.
on the car, more maintenance, all that kind of stuff is crazy. But
And that's maybe that's what she was doing.
through,
I don't
yeah.
know. But I think that kind of just highlighted to me, like people say like, yeah, it's not about how much money you earn, it's about what you do with it.
Come on.
Because even the money I was earning part time wasn't a huge amount. I think I was only getting like, I want to say like £400 a month, which is not a huge amount. Bearing in mind, my student finance covered my rent and then the rest just went to savings. Which
Okay.
was like a huge amount in
Yeah,
savings,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So my
Wait,
rent
so,
was like
so
next to
some
nothing.
of your student finance went to your savings.
I would say probably about 60% of it went to savings. 70%.
16.
60.
60
Oh
or
wow.
70% went into
Oh,
Wow,
so
okay.
okay.
like a huge
You're
chunk went
getting,
to
you're doing
savings.
well. You're getting a lot there.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the thing is, when I lived in my house,
Yeah.
there was like 4 different rooms, 4 different prices because of different sizes. I
Yeah.
picked the smallest one
Hmm.
because it did me well,
Yeah.
and I said it's the cheapest rent.
Yeah.
I want that one,
Yeah.
and bills are included. I don't have to worry about anything. I said I want that room.
Yeah.
I made it my own.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? I said I got a massive room at home. I don't need to worry about a massive room in uni.
Come on.
Uni's just there to study. I don't even care about that.
Yeah.
So keeping that low
Mm.
and bills included
Yeah.
meant that all I had to pay for really was travel back to London. My food shop, I made sure it was £10 a week.
£10
What?
a week.
You're lying.
I'm being so
40 a
serious.
month.
You're you.
What you
No.
Why are you saying
You have to
me?
be capping, man.
I'm
You
so
spent
okay. Okay, so the way I did it, right?
Wait, no.
Let me say the way I did it.
Oh,
So
you
what I would
stressed.
do, yo, you see best stress. I don't know why.
No, 'cause I spent like 40, 30 pounds
A
a
week?
A week.
What
Oh,
you
shopping.
eat? Novikov. What you eat?
Tesco shop.
Let's go shop.
Weekly shop at uni. Spent
Yeah,
£10.
yeah.
You shop at Powerlad or
No.
pick up Powerlad, by the way.
Just in case.
Pick up Powerlad. Where were you shopping?
No, so okay, so the way I do it is, you know, when you come back to uni, right? So
Yeah.
September, October, whenever you start uni,
Yeah.
I would do a bigger shop. So that'd be me buying like my frozen meats, buying like frozen chicken, frozen this, frozen that. That'd probably be about £40, right?
Okay.
So I buy all my frozen meats, frozen fish, whatever I eat.
Yeah.
That's the massive shop.
Okay.
Then after that, it's £10 a week because all you're doing is buying the essentials.
right, okay.
Do you see what I mean? You're just buying
I see.
bread, you're buying this, you're buying that. Really and truly, what more are you spending on? If you plan out your meals and you know what you're gonna make,
Yeah.
Yeah.
why am I spending £40 a week on food? Why am I spending £20
Why are
a
you
week?
spending £40 a week?
Yeah,
on
but
food?
I
So
can't
what about
eat
like
you.
cereal, all that stuff there?
Yeah, I'd have cereal there.
What cereal are you eating?
What you eating? Like £5 cereal?
I'm eating normal like Cheerios, big up Cheerios. I'm eating normal food. Like, what are you eating? You're
I'm
eating like
eating normal
sad or
food.
something.
I promise you, like all my friends will tell you. I can even show you pictures after this. Yeah.
Yeah.
The food I was making in uni,
Yeah.
I was eating lavish. My friends who had more money than me were eating pot noodles. Their food looked horrible. I'm gonna be absolutely respectful. So respectfully, their food was disgusting. Yeah.
Really?
The way I said you can make do. People don't realize like things are cheap.
Mm.
It's just that you want to live a higher lifestyle than what you can actually afford.
Mm.
And like quite often, what my dad instilled in me from the jump when I went to uni,
Yeah, yeah.
he said, Kia, the first thing you do, go to that reduced freezer. That reduced fridge, when they got the yellow sticker on there,
Oh, yeah.
look in there. Because sometimes I'd find that whole chicken,
Yeah.
which usually is like £4,
Yeah.
reduced to like £1.25.
Okay.
And my dad would
Did
say,
it?
like, bring it home. He'd show me how to cut it in 4,
Yeah.
clean the chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you pre-season, I don't use a pre-season.
Yeah.
And you can freeze it. If you freeze it on the day you get it, even if it's reduced,
Yeah.
it's fine. It lasts longer.
Mm.
So now, do you know what I mean? I'm saving money in different ways.
Mm.
So now I see reduced chicken. I'm like, yeah, brag that one. You know, I got chicken there. Cool. Add more to the. Oh, and I got more chicken. I got more food to eat. I
Damn.
save my money.
So essentially, you were like all of these little
Yeah.
money saving tips and all this kind of stuff and the finance stuff. It was already number one installed in you from the parents,
Yeah.
them, but you also practicing it as well,
100%.
and then kind of building it up over your uni experience.
100%. And like, don't get twisted. There were some points where sometimes, you know, you want to go out to eat with friends, and I would every so often, right? But some of my friends really would just be ordering takeaway all the time. And I'm
Yeah.
like, babe,
Well,
yeah,
Chinese kitchen, innit?
CK, man, that one.
That
I remember there was one
place,
time.
Good grub.
Good
Yeah,
grub.
good grub.
Good
There was
grub.
one time my friends wanted to go Chinese kitchen,
Yeah.
and I really wanted them. I said, Kia, nah. So
Discipline.
and the thing is, I knew I had stuff out to make. Like I was making stir fry anyway, so
Yeah.
that's because they knew I was making stir fry. That's why they wanted Chinese kitchen because they weren't gonna make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even I'm tempted, I'm like, oh, Chinese kitchen bangs though. I was like,
Yeah.
Kia, you actually got food out. Like
Yeah.
I've actually taken out meat. I've got my noodles, got everything chopped up. I'm gonna make my stir fry.
But that's a big thing about preparation. Preparation in general, innit? We could turn this into life.
Yeah.
Like preparation, even when it comes to food prep.
Yeah.
Like you had the food there,
Yeah.
so even if you saw the temptation of the food,
It was strong. I can't lie to you.
it
Chinese
must have
kitchen.
been strong. You
If
could
you know
probably
my
already
Chinese
smell
kitchen-
it. You could probably smell it.
I
And you
was
weren't even there.
there when they ordered. And I
You
said,
were
nah.
there?
I was in the shop.
Oh,
and I
no.
said,
Oh, you were in the shop?
I was in the shop
I
when I
would've
ordered.
got it.
and I
I'll
said,
be
no.
real.
That's discipline still.
I
No,
would
I
go,
said
I'll
no.
Question
be
though,
real.
right? Do you feel like the way you are on your money, how disciplined you are on your money, has that like connected to other areas of your life too?
That's a good
Ooh,
question.
that's a really good question.
Because we're big believers in how you do one thing, how you do
Yeah, of
everything,
course.
right? So how do you think it's been for you then?
I would say, I'm trying to think what other areas of life do we have?
So like maybe like fitness, maybe like
Business.
business,
Yeah.
fitness, business. What's other areas, bro?
I don't know.
That's what I think.
I
of.
think
Yeah.
let's
It's
go
a
with
business.
Fitness.
No, yeah,
business,
I would say
relationships.
I'll say
Yeah.
I'm pretty the same.
Okay.
Mhm.
In the sense that I feel like I know what I want
Mm.
and I know what I want to achieve
Yeah.
in whatever aspect, and I'm
Nice.
going to go for
Good.
it. Obviously, I'm aware that, and I say this to everyone, like you should give yourself grace. There's times where I fancy takeaway, and I'm going to get takeaway.
Queen.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? I can work out tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
That
You go
money,
gym?
yeah, I go gym.
I watch
Come on.
body, but it's too far.
Yeah, I
You know what I mean?
How often do you go gym?
I try and go 3 or 4
Try?
times a week.
Sorry. One thing about me, yeah.
He
talk
don't
about
like
it
the word
a bit
try.
later on. Language is so important to me.
Mm.
I aim to go 3 to 4 times a week.
There you go.
I aim to go 3
I
to
like
4
that.
times a week.
So you go 3 to 5 times a week, do you say?
3 to 4, 3 to 4.
I like that.
I aim to go there.
That's a good amount of times.
Yeah,
You
so
can get a good growth by doing that.
Exactly, yeah. So, but sometimes if I want something, I'm not gonna deprive myself of it.
Mm.
And I feel like, my
And because you
friends-
can now as well. That's
Yeah.
another thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
But my friends will tell you, if I say no to something,
Mm.
there is no convincing me otherwise.
I like
There
that.
is no convincing me
that.
otherwise.
I
Like,
like that.
so I drink alcohol, right?
Okay.
There was a period of time where I was really on my fitness thing. And I told my friends for the next 3 months I'm not drinking any alcohol. Birthday, anything, not happening.
Swear.
My best friend's birthday came, and she thought I'd amend it for her birthday.
Yeah.
And I said, nah.
Women of integrity, we love that.
Yeah.
That's
And
good.
I said to her no, and she was upset, and she openly told you she's upset.
Yeah.
And I said to her, it's your birthday, and I'm here, and I'm having a great time.
Yeah, man.
I don't need to have alcohol to have a great time.
Yeah.
I said, you drink for me.
Mm.
I'm
Drink for the
absolutely
both of us.
fine.
Yeah.
But I think it's because people think like, oh, if I just stay on her a bit longer, she'll. I said,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
Once I made
yeah.
my mind up, my mind is made up. We all
Yeah.
keep going back and forth. We're I said, I'll tell you, you're
wasting
wasting your
time.
time.
Yeah.
You're wasting your time. You're wasting your breath. I'm not going to change my mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? And that's just how I am. I'm very much like, once I know what I want, that's it.
Good.
There's very little people can do or say change my mind unless I see like, actually I see where you come from. Maybe that would be better. But that's usually not likely. So
Would you say that translated into you pursuing your own route as an entrepreneur?
100%. Because I said it before actually. When everything blew up, so everything blew up in October.
Yeah.
October, which one? 2019? Okay.
Right. But that's when you started a podcast in 2019, innit?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
everything blew up.
Sorry,
Then the
go on.
podcast happened about 2 weeks after that.
Okay.
BBC happened about
So
2
So
weeks
hold
after
on,
that.
sorry, what?
That's really efficient.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
really
Efficiency.
efficient.
So you just said, Twitter, BBC, let's start a podcast.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Okay, yeah.
Pretty much, because people wanted a place to have the content. Not everyone wants to read content. I know
True.
words can be a lot. So I said, if I start a podcast, people give me some outlandish ideas. I said, I'm not doing that. I can do a podcast, right? I can do an audio podcast because I wasn't ready to show my face yet. Not that I was hiding my face, I just wasn't very confident to do that yet.
Talk about that after. You said about imposter syndrome. I want to talk to you about that a bit more. But
Yeah.
yeah, continue, please, Queen.
But I wasn't very confident about being in front of the camera just yet,
Okay.
right? So I just said, I can do audio only podcast.
Okay.
And then when it got to January, end of
2020.
January 2020,
Okay.
that was when I had decided within myself that I'm leaving my job. I hadn't
Oh,
finished uni yet.
Sorry?
Is it Apple or
Okay.
is this another
This is
job?
Apple. This is Apple.
Okay.
So
A couple months after you started
yeah.
the
So
podcast.
basically, what I tell you is, prior to October,
Yeah.
my plans were I'm at uni. I'm going to finish soon.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what I want to do yet,
Yeah.
but I work at Apple. I've been here for a year and a half. They love me here. I do well. So I'm going to try and get promotion and go to Apple Corporate. So that's
Okay.
working in Apple
Right.
offices, right?
Okay.
So I've already been on I worked in the shop floor in a retail store.
Would you have used your degree?
Depends. I don't know. But
Yeah.
I just thought, whilst I don't know,
Yeah.
because I
That's
feel
the
like,
path.
yeah, that's a path that I can take for now once I
Yeah,
figure
yeah,
out my
yeah.
life, right?
I feel it.
And if you didn't know, Apple Corporate, they get like free iPhones, free this, free that. And I said, that was a big drive. I said, I want a free iPhone. I
Yeah.
want a new iPhone.
Yeah,
But anyway, so I was like, that's what I'm going to do. That's
Yeah.
pre-October. This happened. That was still my path. I was still talking to my manager, like, this is where I want to go.
Yeah.
Things were taking up more. I think I got like a deal with Monzo. So my first ever brand deal was in
Okay.
January.
Right. So a couple months
2020.
after. In 2020 years. So
Yeah,
just a couple months
afterwards.
after.
And I was planning my first event, which happened in February 2020.
Okay.
Wow. Before the lockdown.
Yeah, literally right before.
Okay.
Not that we
More
knew
life
lockdown
as
was
well.
coming.
More life as
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Yeah,
two,
not
two complete different
yeah.
things back then. We were partying, you are doing crazy
I'm
things.
saying it. Yeah, not I knew lockdown was coming, but I was planning that.
Oh, you knew?
No, I said not that I knew
Oh,
lockdown
okay. I
was
was
coming.
thinking like,
So it
raw.
was
Can you imagine
government
that's
insider.
a Raven? What do you
Oh,
think is going
right,
on?
yeah.
No, not that I knew it was coming.
That's a raven. That's a bad boy show, you know.
Yeah, it was. But in January, so end of January, I remember like deciding myself, I'm leaving my job. And I remember telling my dad, I said, by the way, I'm going to resign. He said, no, you're not. I said, yes, I'm resigning.
Right.
And he said, nah, because resigning for what?
Yeah.
I said, for this, for Pennies-to-Pounds, for my podcast.
So at the time, were you making money from the podcast or what you're
Well,
doing
I
in
just
general?
signed something with Monzo.
Okay.
So it wasn't huge amounts compared to like today.
Yeah.
But at the time, I didn't know I could make money.
But you saw proof
doing
of
any this.
concept.
Right, that's the thing.
Yeah.
But he
Wait,
didn't
can
see
you explain
it.
to the people, please, bro?
So proof of concept is essentially when you're trying something and you get proof that that thing is
Yeah.
going to work, innit?
Yeah.
So like when I started to do the agency thing,
Yes.
it was dry, as people would know if they've seen it. It was dry for like the first 3 months. And then after the first 3 months, got my first client. Then I started seeing money online. Then got more and then more and then more. And then it's like, yeah, that's proof of concept. That first client, when you see that digital money coming to you, that is proof of concept that this thing works.
Yeah.
And you got approached by Monzo,
Yeah.
which is a big old bank.
Yeah.
At that point, I think I just got my Monzo card at that point.
I'm so
Actually,
dead.
you know what I mean? It might have even been her.
Yeah.
Like, she might have helped a little bit. Who knows? But
Yeah.
that was that proof of concept for you.
Exactly. Yeah. So I knew that this is going to be a thing.
Okay.
I don't know how it's going to be a thing, but I knew my podcast was it's gonna be a thing. I can feel it, right? Told my dad I'm leaving. He said, nah, Nah, I don't. Nah,
He
you're not
didn't-
leaving.
He didn't see the vision at the time.
Nah, he didn't see the vision because he's from an older generation.
Yeah,
You can't make
man.
money online. What do you mean content creator? What's a content creator?
Yeah.
You're chatting, like, wait, what is that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I said to him, because I knew he could come with that.
Mm.
I said to him, look, I've spoken to people at work already.
Mhm.
I knew that if I left Apple, I had 6 months. Basically, you can come back within 6 months and not have to reapply,
Apple
re-interview.
are good to their people.
They're good, right?
Wow.
So I told my dad, I've got 6 months worth of savings.
Oh,
Right?
wow.
So that essentially means I've got 6 months to try this.
Okay.
If it doesn't pan out, I'm more than happy to go back
Oh,
to my job. I have
wow.
no qualms going back to my job. I'm not saying I don't want to work again. I'm just
Yeah.
saying I owe it to myself to give this a go.
So from February to August, you said
Yeah.
yourself.
yeah,
Good maths.
yeah,
Yeah, man. During lockdown too, you know.
yeah. That was the worst because I was like, if I
Yeah.
stayed the way
Oh
Apple,
wow, yeah.
the way my friends who worked at Apple were doing nothing and they're getting paid, I was thinking, Kia, you should have stayed for the money. But I said, nah, Kia, stick it out. When I tell you there
Yeah, you
was
said.
some frosty times financially
Of
for
course,
me.
man.
But from February to August, like you said, that was the 6 months I gave myself.
Mm.
And in August,
Yeah.
August,
Yeah.
I got approached by the same Apple I worked at
Yeah.
to go and do a Today Apple session for them on podcasting, and they paid me for that.
So it
So
is.
it was like full circle within 6 months. I got
Wow.
And
brought
guys,
back.
that's a big thing right there about perseverance, man.
Yeah.
Of course, at first it might be a bit frosty,
Mm.
but the most important. Let me speak to the mic. Of course, at first it might be a bit frosty, right? But the most important thing is just keep on running through,
Yeah.
man. Because you keep on running through, keep on going. You never know what's at the end of the tunnel.
Exactly.
So you were. There was a point in time where you said, "Right, cool, ban Apple.
Mm.
I'm gonna go do my own thing for
Yeah.
6 months. Let's see what happens," kind
Yep.
of thing. And during those 6 months, what was the lowest point?
Wow, good question, bro.
Very good question. I think the lowest point was there was so much uncertainty.
Mm.
We didn't know what was happening, right?
course,
Everyone's
man.
panicking. We're locked down
Yeah.
for months.
Mhm.
In that time, I thought it was smart to get an office space as well.
Sorry,
I don't know. I thought it was smart
You
to get
got
an
an office space.
Yeah, I got some office space. I
Fair
don't have one
enough.
at the moment, but I had an office space for a year.
Yeah.
And I thought that was the perfect time during lockdown when no one's going out to get office space. That's what I did. But I think the lowest point was I had, I think, about 3 or 4 things lined up and they all cancelled on me because of the uncertainty. And I was like, damn, like this money's going to run out at some point. What do I do? And I knew it was coming up to the 6-month mark. I said, I can go back, but I don't want to go back.
Mm.
So I don't know what I'm going to do. But I said, I can't go back because I need to just believe in this a bit longer.
Yeah.
Mm.
Stick it out.
Yeah, and stick it out. And I'm going to tell you, that was tough. It was so tough. There was points where I said, guys, I can't go out and spend money at the moment. Like, I haven't got the money to spend. All the money I had was being reinvested into the podcast to pay for studios, to pay for this, to pay for that.
Can relate.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you can relate, right? And when you're not seeing a monetary return, it can be hard to want to persevere and say, what am I using my savings on this for?
Yeah.
Like, when I could be just chilling at home and just doing whatever. But I said, no, I've got to push through it. And then there was starting to be light in the tunnel.
Yes, yeah.
And I felt like, okay, cool. All right, I can see why I'm doing this now.
And then it came full circle with the
Yeah.
Apple.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
was
crazy, by the way.
amazing.
That literally Apple was the
That's
people.
so funny, man.
That is so funny. Life is
The
hysterical.
same
It's
store
not
I
even
worked at, by the
funny.
way. The same store I worked
Really?
at.
The same store.
The same store I worked at came back to me, as in like someone I used to work with came back to me and said, Kia, would you like to come back to Today at Apple, which was massive.
Today at Apple, is that a thing of you're talking to people about?
Yeah, so Today at Apple, if you go to any Apple store, they have sessions on every day
Okay.
where it's sometimes it's people who come in and deliver it, it's people who are experts in their field. Sometimes it's just some of the experts or creatives that we have in store.
Oh, and they're saying, oh yeah, this is how you use an iPhone.
Yeah. So if you've never been to one, I definitely recommend people to go to one. They're really good actually.
Okay.
But sometimes they have specialist people, like Nella Rose had her own one, and Nancy's Baby Shop had their own one.
That's
So
dope.
for me to get asked to do my own one, I was like, this is insane.
Yeah.
Like, this is mental. And it's a store I used to work at.
Yeah.
And all my friends were just like, you doing Today Apple? Like our store. I was like, yeah, like
Life is just
yeah,
hysterical.
it's crazy.
Question, right?
Mad.
You know, obviously during the 6 months, you said it was dry, right?
Yeah.
One thing about me, what I always know, right? Even during the hard times, there's always little glimmers of hope. Maybe through people, maybe through life situations, which tell you to keep on going.
Yeah.
Were there people or situations which are telling you, even though you're going through the hard times during the 6 months, to keep on persevering through?
Yeah, there were people. I think it was still a point where I was still proving to my dad that this is something.
That can be something.
And this is, I still need to persevere and almost like suffer on, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because there came a point, so I contribute at home. I
Okay.
still live with my family. I contribute to help out financially at home,
Big
right?
up,
And
man.
I believe personally in my household, that's what I should do. If I use electricity, if I eat a food, I should contribute.
You're living there, man.
Right, exactly. I live there, so why not just help out?
Rent is not easy in London, so of
Do you know
course,
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly. So why not help out?
Yeah.
But there was a point where I said to my dad, I can't contribute for a couple of months, and he was like, "What do you mean?" I said, I can't. He said, "How long for?" I said, "I don't know."
Damn.
but I just know I can't do it for now. And initially there was a bit of like,
Back and forth.
yeah, a little bit. But I said, I promise you, as soon as I can, I will. And he didn't fully get it because I think he still was like, just get a job, just go back to Apple, like it's there. You can just get your money. But I said, no, I can't.
I know you're smiling now, fam.
Yeah. Now he's more than happy. But at the time, he's just like, you can't.
Didn't
I said,
understand.
no, I can't.
Didn't see the vision.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm glad that I didn't because I could have contributed, but I would have had to not do the podcast. Do you know what I mean? That money that went to the podcast, that had to basically
sacrifice,
basically.
basically.
Yeah, sacrifice.
Yeah.
Helping out at home, and it was hard because I did feel a bit guilty. Like I'm at home living here eating food, but I can't contribute.
Rent free, literally.
Rent free. But I'm glad now that I've done it because it's panned out in the right way now.
And that's a really big thing you said there too about the parents thing, because obviously our generation and our parent generation, they don't necessarily understand what we're going through. Obviously, I can talk about the podcast too. Our parents at first, I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But then the more and more we're doing it, especially the event, my dad was there. He was like, yeah, I get it now.
Yeah. Oh, that's what he said?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I get it now,
cool.
man.
Oh,
I get it. That's just a start, man.
Yeah.
But obviously, at first, you have to show them, I guess you have to prove to your parents that this is something. And obviously, we're very thankful now that we've done that. And also very happy for you that you're able to prove to your dad that you could do it, man.
Channel 40, big up yourself. No,
Thank you.
Big stuff. When I saw it, I was like, is that Kia? Is that you, man?
Me.
Channel 4.
You look bare smart too, you know.
Do I?
Yeah, you look good, man. You look really good,
I was
man.
stressed out.
Why?
Because on the first day, so we always had our briefing and stuff before we went. Because
Yeah.
first it was in Birmingham.
Yeah.
So they said like, okay, come to Birmingham, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I said to him explicitly, anything I can't wear.
Yeah.
No, be yourself, be free, be individual, blah, blah. Cool.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
But I said, man, innit? I said, can I wear bright colours? Yeah, do your thing. It stands up better in the camera. Say no more. Cool. He said, bring a couple outfits we can pick.
Yeah.
Brought a couple things, right? There's one jacket I really wanted to wear, right?
Come on.
Because it's just a bright red jacket. Nothing crazy, but I really, it looks very smart, right?
Yeah.
And I liked it. I like wearing it. Wearing it now, getting ready to do the first scene, first ever record. And I'm seeing them whisper in the corner. I said, bro, it's me. They're like, no. Like Dr. Nikki and Emmanuel said, no, I might not be. I said, bro, it's me. I don't know what it is, but it's me.
Yeah.
I'm the problem right now. I promise you.
Swear.
Because they're not recording. I said, I'm the problem.
Yeah.
And Emmanuel said, no. Why are you saying that? Oh, your jacket. I said, our mum's, it's me. I don't know what it is yet. Came over to me. He said, can we talk to you?
Oh.
Went over. I said, yeah, go on then.
What happened to be individual?
You know what I mean?
They said, oh, do you have anything else? And I said, yes. Why? I said, oh, would you mind changing to? Oh, what do you have to wear? I showed them the jumper I end up wearing. Like a cream and blue jumper, right? I said, yeah, I've got this. I said, I don't want to wear it, but I've got it. I said, oh, this is lovely. Yeah, I think they'll really be like, yeah, you should wear this one.
Yeah, bring out your eyes.
Yeah,
now.
I said, what's the problem with the jacket? What's the problem with the jacket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, well, because if you didn't know, it's Channel 4 in partnership with Barclays.
Oh, is it?
Okay,
Okay.
right.
So with that knowledge,
Okay.
wearing a red jacket.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You
more
connect
so
to the
blue,
dots.
white, it's better colours.
Yeah,
then.
but
Makes
red
sense.
obviously represents competitor.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I didn't think of.
Yeah.
So when he said that, I said, this is why I asked anything I can't wear.
Yeah.
That's why I asked the
That's
question.
mad, you know. I had no idea about that.
Good thing I brought that jumper, right?
Word.
So that's
Makes
the jumper
sense,
I
though.
wore for pretty much half of the recording.
Yeah.
I wore that jumper.
Damn.
Yeah, and that changed towards the end. Because
Let me ask you a question, actually. Obviously, how can I say this? So, the whole sector of like finances is a very male-dominated industry.
Yes.
How also you said you had an imposter syndrome. I really want to talk about this. I've said it twice now. How did you overcome the imposter syndrome being a woman in the industry and at that a black woman industry? Because I'm in the financial space myself.
Yeah.
I know it is. There's a lot of white males there,
Yeah,
and
of
you're a
course.
black woman. So how was it like for you navigating yourself through that space?
That was difficult. And bearing in mind, I was a young black woman. I still am classed as a
Come
young
on,
black
yeah.
woman, right?
Because you are a young black woman.
I know.
It's a
but
class that's like, if you
No,
still are.
I feel like I just... Because I've grown older with my platform.
Yeah. You
Even though I'm only
matured.
24. Yeah, I feel like I'm
Matured.
older than I am.
Yeah,
And I feel
yeah.
like people often refer to me as like I'm older than I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Likewise, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah,
How old
you
do you
guys are
thought
very
we were? Do you know how old we are?
Like 22.
How old you thought we were? If you didn't know, like, if you didn't know our ages specifically.
Probably my age, 24, 25 maybe.
Okay.
I would have said.
We get that a lot. We get like mid. You know what? I got like nearly 30 the other day.
Yeah.
I didn't know whether to feel offended or like,
Probably because
okay.
you're tall. I don't think.
Maybe.
I've got 30
And
kids.
I think- Huh?
I've got 30 and kids.
Yeah.
I know where
mortgaging
kids come from,
I can
but
see, it's the beard, bro. It's the
I
beard.
got kids as well. I was thinking, what? I look youthful
Yeah.
and stress free. What do
Yeah,
you
no,
mean?
no words. And Rob, you look stress free as well.
yeah, man, life's
But
good,
no,
man.
no, it's
Life's amazing. Life's amazing for me, man. Nah,
I
it is,
think
man.
no, because the way we come across, it's not necessarily the way you look.
Yeah.
It's the way you come across
Yeah,
which
it's true.
makes people think that you're
It's
older.
true.
My question is, how does the way we come across make you think like we have kids? Like,
Maybe if you're caring or something like that.
I think
not
that's
too,
yeah. That's
I
Are
what
think
you- are you
that
caring?
might be.
Yeah, I'm caring. I feel like I'm very organised as well. Especially if we're doing stuff, I've planned stuff. I'm like, okay, cool, we're doing this, or this is time we need to leave.
Yeah.
Make sure we're ready for that time. We need to go
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
So I think people think, oh my gosh, yeah, mum who?
Oh, sorry. Male dominated space.
Yeah,
Yes.
sorry.
Yeah,
we keep
yeah.
digressing. Sorry, we keep digressing.
no, but
We
it's
can
good
talk
though,
for
man.
hours.
Nah,
Yeah.
trust me, it's good, man. But yeah, please continue, Queen.
Yeah. So it started at 21.
Okay.
Being a young black woman, not even understanding what space I'm in
Yeah.
to even navigate a space. I don't know what space
Yeah.
I'm in. People are telling me where I am. I don't know if I really want to be in this space. I found it difficult. I was watching, like, okay, how do I put it? I was taking off, right? And with the speed that I was taking off, I feel like I should have been doing a lot more than I was. And I feel like a lot of it was down to maybe I just don't look traditionally how, you know, the people who work in finance and banking look, right?
Okay.
And also being a content creator is just a bit like at the time. Now it's woo,
Yeah,
being a
yeah,
finance
yeah.
content creator, brilliant.
Yeah.
But when I started, what the hell was that? Yeah, like
So
what
you're
the
like
hell
a
was a fan-
trailblazer then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Trendsetter.
people just didn't understand what it was. What do you mean you create content, but you don't work at a bank? No, like they didn't understand it,
I
right?
see.
But then I remember I went in, I had a meeting with a bank. And at the point, I didn't know how to freely dress when you go to a bank. Because I'm here thinking like I'm bankers in retail customer, put money in, not as in bankers and I'm chatting to them in the corporates. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just coming as I am,
Yeah.
as a 21-year-old does.
Go on.
And I think, and I had ginger hair at the time. That's
Okay.
the hair I had at that period of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think I remember walking into that room. I remember being made to remember. I felt very vividly that I was a young black woman.
Right.
That's how I felt. And now I walk into rooms like I forget that I'm black. I forget that I'm young. I forget all of that, right?
Why do you think that is? Does that come with experience, or is it because the rooms have more black faces in them?
I think it's a mixture. I think it's more so that I've worked so hard to be an authority.
So
That I don't
you should
feel
be
as
there.
that like I should be there. No one should question why I'm here now because I've worked enough to prove that I'm allowed to be here the same way you're allowed to be here, right? But I feel like at
Thank
the
you.
point,
Thank you.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much.
but I feel like at that point, I hadn't proved myself to that point, so I was made to feel aware. 'Cause I remember walking into the reception saying, "Oh, I'm here to meet blah blah, can't remember who," and the receptionist said, "Oh," and she looked at me up and down.
Oh
I
gosh.
said, "Oh, your hair's very bright."
Oh no.
She said that to you.
Yeah.
Oh no. We don't like that.
And I
We
said,
don't like
I
that,
said,
right?
"Oh,
We don't like that.
thanks."
Yeah.
I said, "Oh,
That's already put you on the wrong foot.
yeah, okay, take a seat." And
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? I was made to really be aware. And I remember like touching my hand, thinking, I can't tie it back now. Because I felt so self-conscious when she did that.
Yeah.
I was looking at what's around. I was thinking, oh gosh, I have nothing changing. There's nothing I can do at this point.
There's no reason for someone to be like that.
No.
I don't get it. Sorry, continue.
There is no reason. You're right. There is no reason for someone to be like that. Especially as someone, everyone knew I was 21. I didn't hide it that I was young. I was just trying to figure out. I didn't even know you could make a platform from it. I didn't know anything, right?
Yeah.
And I remember there was points in the very beginning stages where people were questioning how I know my stuff.
What are they saying?
People were just like, oh, just what qualifications do you have?
Right.
And like, I remember in the beginning, I was very like much like, oh, I don't know, this is really scary.
So it's like, who are you to be saying this?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And then I think at one point, someone said, what qualifications do you have? I said, is that same as Martin Lewis?
I
And
like
then
that.
people had nothing to say because
I
Martin Lewis
like
isn't
that.
qualified. He's not qualified at all.
Yeah.
But he's the most qualified voice that we have in the UK.
Yeah, he's a
So
force.
if you listen to him,
Wow.
why would you not listen to me?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we've got the exact amount of.
And I look at you now,
qualifications.
you're actually
Exactly.
help. It was called shadow. No, not
You're-
shadow.
I'm covering his.
covering
his-
him.
yeah,
Covering,
yeah.
bro. That's,
Yeah.
Exactly, but
Bro,
that's
that's
the thing
big.
because Martin is amazing, right? And
Yeah,
in terms
yeah.
of like MySpace,
You got Martin.
Yeah,
Got Martin,
he's someone that a lot of us look up
McFly.
to, right?
Yeah.
But his accolades speak for themselves. He's been doing it for like 10 plus years, if not longer. But in terms of qualifications,
There's none.
him and I are exactly the same.
Yeah.
So that's when I said, I think I was at 22 and I said, him and I are exactly the same.
And that's just something very important. Experience is the best test of time.
Yeah.
What would you say was like that switching point where the imposter
Yeah,
syndrome
good
became
question,
like,
bro.
I deserve to be here?
Good question.
Was it like something that happened, or was it more of a gradual process?
Definitely a gradual process. I think
Okay.
sometimes I'm still in it.
Really?
When you
Yeah.
go into particular rooms, or is it like
No, it's just
sometimes you just wake
sometimes-
up, you're like, damn, like, am I really doing this?
Sometimes I think even when I got this show, the Martin Lewis show, covering his show, I remember telling one of my friends, and I didn't tell anyone until I did the first episode. I'm like, why didn't you say anything? I just heard you on the radio. Mom had it on, blah blah. I said, because I don't know why I'm doing it. And I'm like, what do you mean? And my friend, like, she always pulled me up. She said, what do you mean? Because you're qualified, because you're amazing, you do all this stuff. I said, I don't know why they pick me, though. So why me? There's so many people out there, like, why? I don't understand me. But, so I do, like, I think it's something that you never fully get over. I think you're always going to have points of it.
I agree.
But there are some certain points in my life or things that I do where I walk into rooms confidently. I'm like, yeah, no, there is no imposter. I'm meant to be here. If anyone tries to speak to me, this is who I am. Yeah? Oh, you don't know who I am? Just Google my name.
Big
I'll say Google my name. It's fine. You can Google my name and you know.
I like that. I say,
Yeah.
Google me.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it depends on
Google
what
me.
situations I'm in. But I say probably 8% of the time, completely confident. I'm like, I deserve to be here. Wherever I've been invited to or wherever I am this person. Right? And some people may not recognize me just from looking at me. Sometimes when I tell you what I do, like, oh my gosh, yeah, I follow you. Oh my gosh, yeah, I've seen your stuff, whatever. And I know that. I'm like, yeah.
Come on now.
But there's other stuff, like I said, covering Martin's show.
Bears, you know. It's amazing, man. Please continue. I'm loving this.
But like covering Martin's show, where I got it, and I remember getting that. I missed the call initially, and there was a voicemail, and I had to call back. I remember coming off the phone, telling my dad, I was like, why the hell are they picking me? Like, why me?
Yeah.
And like,
the question should be not why me, why not me?
No, it's no. Of course, that's also what my friend said.
Well, it should be.
Yeah, well, it should be.
Yeah, but
what
I
it was
think,
is it why me? Yeah.
It's because they were even saying like, yeah, we picked you because you've been in our show many times, and I think there was the point where I came onto his Martin show. He wasn't on for like an episode. I came on for 10 minutes. 10 minutes, that was it. But apparently I pressed them that much for those 10 minutes that they said that they wanted to give me 5 episods covering his 5.
Okay.
Ain't that interesting?
And I said, that's crazy.
You know?
That's why you need to be on top of your game.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You need to be on top of your
please.
game.
Please talk on that.
Do you want me to talk on
Talk
it?
on it,
Talk on
please,
it.
bro.
Should I talk on it?
Talk on
Kia?
it.
John, should I talk on it?
Big up John behind the
Big
camera.
up John. Big up John. Brother John
My
over
brother
here as
behind the
well.
camera.
But people, you need to be on form at all points because you never know who's watching.
Yes.
You actually never know who's watching.
Yeah.
I remember there was this guy when I was in school, when we were in school, there was this
We were
guy who
school
used to
together, by
make
the way.
Oh.
used to make
Since
content.
Yeah.
And like some people used to watch him. I think he knew someone from our school and stuff like that. And he was a little bit older, maybe like no, not a little bit, like a lot older. I think it was like 20s or something like that. And then we were like young in it, secondary school. And then he was making content. It just wasn't blowing. Like maybe he had like 2K, maybe getting a couple hundred likes or a couple hundred views every video. And there was a certain point when he got approached by the BBC. He got approached by the BBC to, I think it was to host some sort of show. And it's like they were watching him from like a year ago when he had maybe like under 1,000 subscribers or something like that. And he thought no one was watching. He was just doing his thing. And then all of a sudden he gets called out by the BBC to host this show. You actually never know who's watching. And you never know what kind of an impact what you're doing is going to have on your life. So you, for that 10 minutes, Kia, 10 minutes. I was sitting outside Rob's for 10 minutes today.
No, it's mad.
And you made that much impact.
If I tell you, those 10 minutes,
Change your life.
What I was doing, because usually it's FaceTime audio, so I'm on the phone.
Yeah.
Right, because it's clear. I remember I was at my friend's house. I was getting my hair done. And I said to her, like, I'm just going to need like 10, 15 minutes just to be on the BBC quick. I said, just a quick little segment, just a quick little pre-chat about money or something like that. Because I know they
What?
ask me,
Hold
yeah?
on.
No,
What kind of no,
Kia.
Kia? What kind of a flex is that?
No.
Hold on.
No.
BBC, hold on. Yeah?
No,
one of those ones.
People always think I'm trying to flex. I'm not. I literally just saying, matter of fact, like I just got to jump on the BBC because I was to do it. I wasn't sure how long I was going to be on for, what they're going to ask me.
No.
I had no idea what they're going to ask me.
Yeah.
And it's Nahal, who I'm on now with from Courage Martin show, right? And then with like they call you up.
Big up Nahal.
Yeah, so they call you up, whatever. I say, Q, we're gonna patch you through in a second. I'm like, yeah, cool. So, and the reason I told her is because she would blow dry my hair. I said, babe, we've got to stop for like 10 minutes.
Right,
Like, once I'm done, you can carry on, innit?
Yeah.
So literally, I'm sitting there. Can you imagine my afro? I'm just sitting there, just doing my thing, right?
Yeah.
Before we could do my hair. So I went on. I thought I was going to be asking questions because usually Martin's segment is people sending questions.
Yeah. Dilemmas.
And you answer them, right? Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to be. But they took that time to basically just let me talk about who I am a bit more and just ask a few questions about young people. So do you think young people are like this? So like young people on credit cards, what do you say? Blah, blah. Just 10 minutes of that. Quick little segment.
Yeah.
Came off the phone. I was like, yeah, okay, that's done now. All right, we can do my hair. Because I just wanted to get out of the way. I remember I just wanted to get out of the way so I could do my hair. So it's really in the middle of my hair time.
Yeah.
Really in the middle, but just do it so I can carry on.
So hold on. You were getting airtime in the middle of your hair time.
Yeah.
Yep. Madness.
I bear in mind, at the time, she moved into a new apartment.
Yeah.
And she had no Wi-Fi, so I'm here doing it on like 2 bars of free just for
Oh,
God,
wow.
please just let this connect.
Oh,
If it
yeah.
drops off, this
Please
was
don't
so
drop.
bad. I was like,
Yeah,
please
yeah.
just stay for 10 minutes, please, and no longer.
Yeah.
And can you imagine that 10 minutes is what they said to me. I pressed them so much in those 10 minutes. That's the reason why they wanted me to cover Martin's show for 5 weeks. So I've just done the 3rd week today.
And you know what? Yeah, you see that 10 minutes there. That's because of when was that again?
I think that was about April, May.
April, May
Okay.
of what
I want
year?
to say
This year.
May. I want to say
That
May
was
this year.
because the past couple years where you've been doing your podcast
Yeah.
talking about this exact same stuff.
Yeah.
That 10 minutes
Yeah.
was because you prepared for all that
Yeah.
time. The reason you were able to do it so smoothly, getting the airtime when you're doing your hair time, was because of all of those years beforehand.
That's true.
That's what we always say.
And do you know what? I remember
Yeah, man.
the BBC, like different, because the BBC, people don't know, there's different channels, different branches.
Yeah.
Just because BBC Radio reached out to you doesn't mean that they know that One Extra reached out to you. Doesn't mean that
Right.
5 Live reached out to you. Like, they're all separate entities, right?
Okay.
Okay.
And I remember someone, I can't remember which one, but someone told me that they've been listening to our podcast for about the last 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said that we've listened to it from its inception.
From BBC.
From the BBC.
Wow.
Like
Oh,
different
wow.
factions have heard of me listen to an episode. Some listen to episodes.
Yeah.
What?
Even when I was recording Channel 4, one of the crew members, she worked like high up in Channel 4.
Yeah.
So I'm just introducing myself to everyone. Hi, you're right, blah blah.
Yeah.
I'm Kia, blah blah. And she's like, I was so happy I could come down today. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to make it. I think we were in Cardiff or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can make it.
Mm.
But I've been listening to a podcast for like the past 2 years, and I think you're amazing. I was so happy when we found out we got you on.
Yeah.
But you like that just goes to show you have no idea who listened to what
Yep.
and when it's going to be your time.
She could have said something in the boardroom. She could have said something when they were discussing, who should we get on? You know who I've been listening to recently? Or do you
Bearing
know
in
who I
mind-
think is a good person?
Bearing in mind as
Yeah,
well,
go
to
on.
add on to that, with the Channel 4 show, apparently they started casting for the show in September last year.
Mm.
I didn't get a call from them until end of January this year.
Okay.
So, and I know they started casting because other people that I know who had like been through the casting.
Yeah.
I had no idea, right? So I was pretty much one of the last people that they decided to talk to, because for some reason I guess the people they spoke to maybe perhaps didn't fit the bill, or higher ups didn't, whatever. I don't know what it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Spoke to me in January, end of January. I remember it's right before my birthday, which is the beginning of Feb. So I was like, okay, cool. Spoke to them. Cool, whatever. If it's my time, it's my time. If it's not, it'll be someone else's time and I'll be happy for them, right?
Mm.
Abundant
then-
mindset there.
Abundance, man.
Yeah, because I was just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it is what it is. I
Yeah.
believe that whatever's for me will never pass me.
Come
So
on.
if it passes me, it will never for me.
Mm.
Mm.
So I said, cool, spoke to them. Didn't hear back from them at all.
Mm.
So I just assumed that it's going to be a commission. Someone else has got it. Happy for them. When it comes out, I'll see it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I remember it was middle of April. Got an email.
Mm.
Kia, congratulations. Can't wait to film with you. Are you free next week to start filming? I said,
What?
Next week. The thing is with me, yeah, I'm not good at my emails. I would have missed that email.
nah.
And that is
I'm-
why I need to pattern up.
I check my emails more
That is
than
my
WhatsApp.
sign.
I check,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, but I guess you're a content creator, so that's where all the opportunities come
Yeah,
from.
yeah, 100%. Yeah. But it just, even that goes to show there were so many people who were in the running,
Mm.
and I had no idea. Because if they picked someone else, I would never been spoken to. They would have just gone with that. But like you said, I think it actually was us. I like to know how people come across me. I think it's really important. If
Yeah,
a brand
it's
comes to
interesting.
you, I think it's very important. You should ask them,
Yeah.
how did you
How
find
do you
me?
find me? Yeah.
Because then you can see, am I doing something right? Is it something, you know what I mean? You just have a better
Do I
understanding.
need to double down somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I asked them, how did you come across me? Like, how did I get picked? Because I know you was casting for months before you spoke to me.
Mm.
And they said that they had their content creators, whatever. They wanted some new suggestions. I don't know if, they wanted some new suggestions to add to the existing ones.
Mm.
And someone in that room had known me, followed my platform and listened to my podcast and said she'd be interested
That's amazing.
and put me forward. Channel 4 were interested in me. So they spoke to me and it was like an audition type of a thing.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
they basically chat to you about yourself and what
Yeah,
you're doing.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I recorded the tape, watched the tape back with the execs, and they said,
Yeah.
yeah, we want her.
Can I say something to the people real quick, please? Please put the content out there, because I've got a
100%.
few friends, right, who are like, oh, the numbers didn't come at the beginning, so I just stopped. But the
mhm.
thing is, though, you don't know who's watching what you're doing.
Mhm.
Just continue to be consistent. What's saying to me right now, I'm thinking who's probably seen our stuff.
You'll be surprised. I promise you'll be surprised.
Even like not even in a corporate space, but I was in the gym yesterday.
Anyone.
Yeah.
People, some guy was praying. I was thinking like, bro, like,
Nah,
what are we doing? Like, what's it gonna be? And then what's it gonna be? Like, I'm looking big. Like, what's it gonna be, fam?
got a gym pump.
Yeah, I've got a gym
What's it
pump.
gonna be?
What's it gonna be, fam?
Ready.
He came up to me, he's like, yo, bro, like, you look familiar. I was like, oh, okay. And he said, oh, what's the podcast? But like, that's just on a calm thing. Imagine the
Yeah.
corporate spaces who's watching our stuff. So
Yeah.
for everyone right now, please
Put it
put
out,
that
just put
content
it
out there.
out.
Post that
Honestly.
picture. Meet that friend. Do what you need to do, because the most important thing is this. The best time to start was 5 years ago. The next best time to start is right now.
Right now.
All you think you have to do is stay consistent, stay persistent, and keep on running forward, man.
100%.
And you're literally a testament of that, and so are we.
Yeah.
And just to start
100%,
right now,
yeah.
man. So that's my word right there. That's an amazing story. Anything to say, bro?
That's perfect. I ain't got much to say, and you said what I was gonna say anyway. So
Perfect.
there you go.
I wanna pivot.
Yes.
Can we pivot?
I like doing that.
Pivot. Thank you very much. One thing you spoke about earlier on, right? Kind of when you said try. I said, oh no, don't say try.
Yeah.
I'm very big on language.
Yes.
We're very big on language,
Yeah.
right? Because I'm a big believer is how you think, your words speak out. So out the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, life isn't. Money is a big part of life. So the way you speak about your money is how you gotta treat the money. Same way how you talk about yourself is how you gotta treat yourself.
Yeah.
So for example, if I say stuff like, "Oh, I'm no good, I'm this, I'm that," what do you think I'm gonna become? In the same sense, if I talk about money, "Oh, I can't save, I'm
so broke."
What do you think I'm gonna become? So my thing is this year, what is your thoughts on language in terms of money?
I think it's very important.
Okay.
Language when it comes to money is very important. There's people who will say, oh, I'm broke, I never have any money. And they're absolutely right. They will never have any money.
Yeah.
Money will come in, but how long will it stay? Probably not super long. So you're right, you'll stay in that cycle.
Come on.
Yeah.
Whereas, like I mentioned earlier, the point where I didn't have money when I was trying to build Pennistopounds, I said, nah, like I can feel it. I'm gonna get something. Money's gonna come to me.
Yes.
I didn't know how or where, and it felt impossible at the time. I said, no, it's gonna come. And then when it came, I was like, oh my gosh, there we go.
Can I ask you a question very quickly?
Yeah,
please?
go for it.
I will say this, but obviously I'm not the authority figure as you are. I'm a big believer in this, right? That money's money. You don't chase money, you attract money.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
As in, like
100%.
what you have to focus on is adding value.
Yeah.
Value is wrapped in purpose. So for me, purpose is the main thing. And when you have purpose, it attracts value. And that value is what you look after, you run towards.
Yeah.
Money is just a product of the value.
Yeah.
So would you agree with my statement and our statement that you don't chase money, you attract it?
I think to an extent, I would agree with it, because I think there will be some people who have to chase money, right? Because they have stuff to pay for, and that's absolutely fine. They have to go and chase.
Yeah,
life is life, and especially right now, cost of living crisis, right?
Yeah.
So you have to go and chase.
So the inflation rates.
Exactly, it's ridiculous. 7.1% at the
Ridiculous,
moment.
man. Highest, I think it's highest ever, isn't it?
Highest has been since the last 4 years. Since
The
40
rates that
years.
they're-
1982 or something like
the
that.
rates
Yeah.
they're saying is not the correct rates. It's a lot higher than that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just trying not to scare people,
Yeah.
pretty much. But like with that, there are people who are going to have to chase bigger salaries and bigger bags. But in general, obviously, I can only speak from the content creation perspective.
Yeah.
But I do 100% believe in just offering value, because there are times where I've created a piece of content. I'm like, yeah, that's all right. And there's been a brand who's reached out to me, or someone who wants to collab with me off the back of that one piece of content, because I focus on creating great content and offering value. That they're like, yeah, we saw that, we love you, let's do this. Or we want to put together an event with you, Kia. What does that look like? How do we get you on? You know what I mean? But if you just focus on creating the best one that you can, everything else will come after that. Because like I said, in that time where I had no money, all I could focus on was creating the best podcast episodes that I could.
Yeah.
Getting the best guest on, making sure it was the best conversation that I could, and people could listen to it and take tangible things from it. Because I didn't have anything else. I didn't have money per se. All I could do was just give it my all, and then hope that everything else will come to me. And it did.
You know what? I want to pick up John for quickly.
I was going to say two from the back of it. I don't even know what you're going to say.
Yeah, I'm going to pick up John because one thing which he said from the beginning, everything has to be high quality.
100%.
Our first episode, even though we weren't as good as we are now in terms of the way we're speaking, all that stuff there, the camera's on point. Everything was patterned because we said to ourselves, if we're going to start this, we have to do it properly. Because as you said, you never know who's watching it. And the most important thing, adding value, but also people are visual people. You have to make sure everything around it looks good too. Because when people see it looks good, they're more inclined to watch it. And once they're able to watch it, they see the value. They're like, okay, let me take this in. And then you never know, as we said beforehand, who's watching your stuff.
100%.
So the most important thing, obviously, adding value, but make sure everything what you're doing, everything around it is looking good too. Because you never know how that can attract someone to watch your content.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like when you get used to a standard, it's hard to go below that standard. So like when you get used to a standard in terms of like flying first class, you fly economy. You don't want to fly economy. When you get used to like, I don't even know what's another, like let's say eating at nice places. You don't really want to eat at Nando's anymore.
Yeah.
But it's that standard of living, right? Big up Nando's.
You're picking up everyone, so no one gets offended.
Do you know what I'm saying? And we like Nando's around here. Do you know what I mean? Man. But it's like you get that standard of living or that standard of quality. And I feel like it's very important, even just in anything that you do.
Yeah.
But I was going to say something off the back of what you were just saying, but I can't remember what it is.
It's all right. It's escaped you.
What was the last thing that you was talking about before Rob said, big me up?
Mindset of money. No, language of money.
Yeah, and I was talking about just. I don't remember.
Probably you remember.
One thing about me is I throw out gems and people say, "What did you say?" No idea. If you didn't catch it the first time, we all lost it.
We can keep it moving. It's fine. I'll probably remember it at some point.
But yeah, so my question. Let's go all the way back to the pivot.
Yes.
We spoke about the language, right?
Yeah.
And we spoke about broke. And I said about how essentially what you say about like what you say if you're broke usually will become that.
Yeah.
So I think you were talking about how people's language.
Yeah.
But I forgot the rest of it.
I think though, for I am. That's
what was it again?
Everyone's just forgetting stuff.
Word. I just been the flow. I just flow, man.
You
know what? Just flowing, fam. I forgot what I was saying. Okay, let's say very briefly.
Yeah.
Thoughts on language towards money. That's basically the question I want to ask you.
I think when it comes to language and money, try your best, even when you're in negative situations, to speak positively.
Okay.
Even when it feels impossible, even when it feels like it's not going to happen, your best bet is to speak positively about money. Even set goals for yourself, which may seem impossible, because you might have up there, I'm going to save up 20k for my house deposit in the next 2 years. And you may say, I'm not even earning 20k right now. But if you have that goal, it's positive. You're going to attract it somehow, whether that's in a promotion or you're going to get, I don't know, headhunted on LinkedIn, that you've got a better job, whatever that looks like, it will come to you if you know in your subconscious that this is what you want to work towards. And I'm a big believer, I'm sure you guys share the same sentiment, I'm a big believer in vision boards. So I have a vision board on my wall.
Write your goals down.
Write it down, but I have it visually on my wall and I see it every day. I don't take it in consciously every day,
subconsciously,
but I see it every day. And I looked at it, I happened to look at it this morning and I thought, oh my gosh, I've ticked off like 4 things already. Because I don't realize I'm taking it in every day, but I'm taking it in and I'm actioning it without even realizing it.
Is it like pictures or is it like just stuff that you've written
It's
down?
pictures and writing.
Those vision boards are so good, man.
Yeah.
I remember my one last year, right? I looked back at December, I was like, everything's been done. I couldn't believe it. But that's the thing. We see it subconsciously all that time, or you see it physically. Subconsciously, it registers in your head. You're like, damn, I've done all of that now.
It's crazy.
That's the same in terms of like your language too. Like, be very intentional with the language you say about, or the language you use towards money. Like, I'm not an expert, but guys, please be intentional about the words you use. You're not broke. You're not going to be in debt for the rest of your life. I remember on our live podcast, I told everyone to stand up, right? I told them to, like, because one of the big things in terms of networking, right? People are very scared to reach out to people. I told everyone to stand up. Also, I do confidence coaching, so I'm big on this confidence stuff. I said to everyone, stand up right now, please. I said to everyone, repeat after me. I'm confident. Everyone went back to me. I'm this. I can speak to people. Everyone said it back to me. And these things there help people. When people spoke to me after, they said those affirmations help me to be able to talk to people at the event. So the same thing. I don't know if you agree with this, but I'm pretty sure you would. If you need to tell yourself, I'm not these things, I'm not broke, I'm this, that will help you in your journey of, being able to overcome the money situation and how you see money, because a lot of it's just mental.
Absolutely.
A lot of it's mental, man. So that's my thoughts there. Would you agree?
Of course. I agree. 100%.
I'm doing well, man. The money expert, you know. She's agreeing with what I'm saying, fam. Gave you a BBC with her, not joking.
Oh my gosh.
Big up the BBC.
Big up the BBC.
Big up everyone.
Big up everyone, man. Big up the Cube.
Big up Channel 4.
Big up everyone,
Big
man.
up the Cube, man.
Everyone.
And big up the brother inside too.
Come on. Let's go, man.
But yeah, what were you saying after that?
I want to delve into Pennies-to-Pound a little bit.
Go for it.
How you feeling? How you feeling about Pennies-to-Pound right now? Are you in a place that you want to be?
I am excited.
Okay.
I'm excited about Pennistopounds right now. I have. We're just working on launching something in October that I'm just super excited about.
Oh, nice.
And it's taken up quite a bit of my time, and it's, like I'm having to like stop certain things. I'm like, I want to keep doing this, but I know that we've got this coming. So right now, a lot of it is just it's just working behind the scenes. Hopefully expanding the team as well.
Right.
Get more people on.
How did you? You know what? Yeah, I just obviously I told you earlier. Like I had my first my first edit the other day. You know what I mean, lovely stuff. But how did you? Because I was shook. I was shook to hire anyone for my business because it's like
it's your baby, innit?
It's like it's not even just my baby. It's like, can they even do it as well as I can? And like, do I trust them to fulfill this for my clients and all that kind of stuff? Like, but then at some point you have to like relinquish that
control.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
So how did you feel in terms of like bringing people into the team? Have you got people on the team right now?
I do. Yeah.
How many people you got so far?
trying to count.
Oh wow, it's that many.
Wow.
6 or 7.
Small congregation. 6 or 7.
Something like that.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, something
We're
like
on
that.
3 right now.
Yeah.
That's good though.
Yeah.
That's
We're getting
good.
started, man.
Yeah. 6 or 7. I'm looking to expand it, probably double that.
Yeah.
Hopefully by October, hopefully.
Oh wow.
That's amazing.
Okay. That's soon.
Yeah, so that's a lot of work.
Wow,
as
actually
well.
best.
What about the first person that you brought on board? How was that?
So the first person I actually brought on board properly,
Was he your friend or was it just
it was now that's my brother.
come on?
But
big up the brother.
yeah,
you got a
but-
brother inside, outside. He's not inside.
outside, he's not in here.
Yeah.
But he was someone I went to uni with, so we weren't
Okay.
particularly close at uni.
Okay. Oh really?
No, but I was very to myself in uni.
Oh,
To be
fair
honest with you.
enough.
Like I had my tiny group of friends, and that was it. I didn't
Yeah.
really
You wanted to
socialise.
focus.
Yeah, I want to focus, and I think I was just very much like I have friends at home.
Okay.
I don't really need to make more friends
Right,
here.
just like food.
Yeah, and like no, and just like a lot of people were just drama in Cov. So I was like, I'm not even interested. Do you know what I mean? I just very kept
I've
to
heard.
myself.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, I kept myself in it. That was me basically.
Yeah.
But I knew of him from uni.
Yeah.
So then I connected with him a year or two afterwards. I said, yo, I'm doing this. He knew what I was doing already. So we followed each other obviously from uni. I said, yo, I'm doing this. Be interested to see if you want to come on board. So one thing that I did with him anyway, was I don't know if you guys have seen my t-shirts. So I've got 2 t-shirts. For
Yes, I
Pennies.
saw it. I saw it
Yeah,
earlier.
so my
you
favourite
got
one
like the
is the
graphic
card
tees
one.
because
Yeah,
you got
graphic
you
tees,
like the
right?
graphic tees.
So my favorite one is a card one. It's a blue card one. I'm not wearing it today. Best one, like bestseller. People love that one, right? He helped me design it.
Okay.
So initially I said, bro, like I'm looking to do like to celebrate. I think it's like 1 year or 2 years of Pennistopounds. I said, yo, I'm looking to do this. Do you reckon you help me design this? Yeah, cool. I got you. And he didn't know that I was almost like auditioning him to see if he was good enough, and if he could see my vision of what I wanted.
Yeah.
And he designed both designs. I said, yo, this is cold. I can't lie to you. I like this.
Yeah.
He said, oh yeah, cool, blah blah. I said to him, like, I don't know what you're doing right now, but like, how would you feel about like coming on
The team.
Pennistopounds, like helping me, like graphic design? 'Cause I was doing it myself before. I said, I kind of just want to expand. I said, obviously, we are growing. And I feel like everyone who comes on the team knows that we're growing. As we get bigger, they get bigger. If you stay with us, we all grow together, right? So, but we were a lot smaller back then. I said, how would you feel, do you know what I mean? Like, if you came on, blah, blah. He said, this would be lit. Like, I'm down.
That's good.
And he's still part of the team today.
Okay.
That's the thing. That's another thing. That's literally tying back what we said earlier. You never know who's watching or why they're watching.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you were watching how he would react. You know what I'm saying? Like how he would communicate as well.
Yeah.
Because communication is a big thing on a team.
Yeah.
Because you want to be
100%.
hearing from people as soon as possible. You want them to be giving you good quality and that kind of stuff. So he didn't even know he was being auditioned like
he
that.
had no idea. He just thought I came to him as like a one-off. Can you graphic design this for me?
Crazy, man.
And I said, nah, let me try him out. So I need someone that I can rely on to just get stuff done, and just execute my vision. Like if
That's
I tell
a
you I
big
want
thing, you know?
something,
That's a
because
big
sometimes like I don't know if you guys like this. I feel like it's people who have a lot of ideas and very creative. Like I have a lot of ideas up here, and
How do I get that?
Yeah,
in
sometimes I
real
can
life?
articulate them well, and you can understand. Sometimes I can't. I'm like, I will send you a voice note, 3-minute voice note, just rambling.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get everything out so you can understand.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to get it out. And hopefully from there you can pull out the relevant pieces to understand what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
I've seen that there's this guy on TikTok. Yeah, there's these 2 people on TikTok. What they do, like older kind of guys, they're American, and then what this one guy does is he'll like make a beat like with his or like a sound with his mouth. He'll like da 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 da. I probably said
you said to me before.
And then the guy on the piano will be like, oh, so you want me to go like that and like that?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. And then literally, brother would just put on the beat, and the other guy would just be like, and he just play it straight on the keys just like that.
That's
That is literally what I mean by interpreting
Yeah.
vision. And then
Yeah.
that guy could do that essentially for graphic
Yeah.
design.
Yeah, 100%. And that's what I think really drew me to him coming on the team, because there's so many times where I've just sent him word vomit. Like I want this, and I can't explain what I want, and then he'll design something. I'm like, oh my gosh, you literally just got what I
exactly
what
what I was looking
do you know
for.
what I mean? And
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
I do that quite a lot because I have so many ideas and so many things I'm trying to execute. And when you're trying to manage loads of people, trying to get things going, it can be a lot of like. Even when I was coming here today, I had ideas like, yeah, I need to do this, I need to remember to do that. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and I have loads of vomit, and I need people on the team who can decipher my vomit.
Yeah.
I say this is what she's looking for, and try and figure that out.
Do you journal?
Nah, I don't journal. It's not really me. I've tried. It's just not.
Oh,
for
you
me.
tried?
I have tried a number of times.
Okay.
And it's just not for me.
Because when you said word vomit, that just sounded a bit like what I do. So what I'll do is not necessarily journal,
Yeah.
but it's like if there's a lot on my mind, I'll just write.
Yeah.
I'll do that
keep
though.
Just writing
Like
down.
you just ideas. So if I have ideas, I've got a notebook which I write in.
Yeah.
But I don't like day-to-day journal. Like my day was like I'm not into that. But if I have ideas, like everyone will know, I don't do it on my phone. I have a notebook that comes out with me everywhere.
All right.
And at random times, I may have an idea. Even when I'm out, I just won't say anything. I'll quickly pull it out and write down my things. So I remember that this is what I want to come back to.
I'm the same way. I got a piece of paper with me, wherever I am. Just write it down. John told me that one too, actually. Just write it down because you never know. More time when I say something, when I think of something, I forget like 10 minutes later, man. So me just write it down, like, oh yeah. But usually I write on my phone too.
Yeah.
Go through my notes once in a while. But oh yeah, that's a good idea.
You'd
Like,
be surprised. I can go back to my notes. I'm like, oh my gosh, I thought about
I'm
that idea.
telling you.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah,
If I didn't write it down, I would have completely forgotten it.
Even
Exactly.
example, right? I was meeting one of our people from our team, right? Me and her way.
Oh,
back.
sorry. Big up Grace.
Big up
Oh,
You
Grace.
didn't
Big
even
up Grace,
mention
man.
her.
Big
Big up Grace.
Big up Grace, man.
Do you know what I'm saying? Each and every
One
time.
of the other members of our team, yeah, Gracie, me and her were just talking back in June
Big
times
love.
now.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, what we want to do for our next guest, right? Or the guest coming on from now on. We want to have like a question we ask them at the start. And me and her just brainstorming for like half an hour. And then we came up with this question we asked you about the chapters. But that all came from just writing things down. And that's what we have to do, just write things down. Because you never know how that can help you in another season of your life. That's just another story. The whole episode is all about just being consistent and just writing things down and being intentional, because you never know who's watching you.
You never know.
Same thing with our notes. You never know how that can help us.
Yeah.
Same thing with our brand. You never know how that can help you in another season.
Yeah.
So just the most important thing throughout all of it is just be consistent, but also be visible.
Yes.
That's the most important thing I'll say there. But let me pivot. On one of your posts here, 'cause obviously I told you I was going through your whole thing.
You did.
I put my hands up. Like I was.
I saw the likes. I said, boy.
You know what I'm saying?
go
I
back.
put my hands up.
Yeah.
I'll go back. Wait till the beginning.
Yeah.
I saw. You see the ginger hair I was talking about?
Yeah.
I've seen it. Hey, I've got to do my job, guys.
Come on.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah, you did well.
So you
Research.
said 53% of people don't have savings.
Yeah.
Young people don't have savings.
Yeah.
Really?
That to me was wild.
Yeah.
Like wild.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's higher now. I think that was like 2020 stat or something like that.
Oh, wow.
2021. I wouldn't be surprised if that's
That's
higher because
crazy.
of cost of living.
Yeah, hear that. What's your tips for savings for people's? Because that stat has to go up. I mean, that stat has to go down. Sorry, man. That's not right, man.
I know. I feel like I'm always mindful in the time that we're in. This is like the one time where I feel like I don't have tangible help for people.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm still going to give tips, but I equally want to acknowledge that if you can't save right now, that is so fine. Everything's going up in price.
Yeah.
You know, we'd be remiss to say that, yeah, you should still save. If you cannot physically save, you don't have the extra cash, then please don't do it. Just survive until you've got the extra cash to save again.
Yeah.
But if you are someone who still is fortunate enough to have the extra cash, savings, people tend to find saving slightly more difficult because it's temptation. Because of online banking. Because you put money away and I can see the money and I kind of want to buy this thing. This is nice. I can just withdraw my 100 and just buy that thing.
Quickly.
Yeah, it's quick. You know what I mean? It's instant. There's no delay. There's no lag.
Yeah.
Like transfer. It's quick. It's instant.
What's funny about these people, yeah, is they'll take your money quick, but when you try and get your money back, it's long.
Delays. 20
So-
working days.
Do you see what I'm saying?
That, man.
No, sorry, continue.
Delays. But I think when it comes to that, if you are someone who feels as though they struggle a bit with being disciplined, of leaving savings in there, remove online banking.
Oh,
Get
wow.
a savings account
Okay.
with no online banking. I'm not saying the account you're with now.
Right.
Open up a separate one. You can open up with any bank. People feel like they have to open up with the bank they're with. Open up with anyone, right? If you bank with Barclays, go and get Santander one and just say no online banking, because they always ask you, do you want to register for online banking? You say no. That's all it is.
So you can send online, you can send money to this other place, but then you'd actually have to go to the bank to actually get it out.
Yes.
Right, I like
That's what
that.
it is. So
That's
it
smart.
imposes friction
Yeah.
with your withdrawal. So you know, if I need that money, you will find your ID, you will find your bank card, and you will go into branch and you wait that withdrawal. 9 times out of
We're in a
10
Q2.
Yeah.
All these things. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But 9 out of 10, you probably didn't need that money. You probably just wanted it. You didn't need it. But it's because you had the access, you withdrew it out. But if you now get one without online banking, you remove the temptation. You only take out the money when you need it, right?
And that's like if you're trying to be like, let's say for example, if you're not trying to be out here, let's say that, it's like staying at home instead of going to the club.
Yeah.
Because if you're at the club, there's going to be all these temptations, all these things around.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just stopping you from getting
You're
to
just
that.
removing that and
Exactly.
adding friction.
Friction.
What's the thing with like eating? If you don't want to eat bad, don't go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
don't bring that stuff into your house.
Yeah, yeah.
Because a lot of people will have all this stuff in their cupboards where it's bad food, but they're not trying to eat bad.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's difficult when you're living at home with
Of
your
course.
family and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Yeah.
But even people who live by themselves, they're still
Or just,
complaining they're eating bad.
Yeah.
But you're the one buying
So-
the food.
Exactly.
Do
So
you know what I'm saying?
control
Fish is important, man.
what's around you.
Yeah.
And I think I learned that quite early on for myself. I enforced that for myself when I was 16. I got my first job.
Okay.
Pick yourself
And
up.
even though I was disciplined, I said I just don't want to be able to withdraw. I want, if I need it, I'm going to go into branch and take it out. So I applied for another account without online banking, and they send you through the post your account number, sort code, so you can send it to yourself from your normal current account. Sits in there, and that's it. And I remember once a year I used to go into the bank and just be like, oh, like put the card in and just see my balance.
How much is it? All right. Okay.
Yeah, but, oh, okay, that's how much I got in there.
That's nice.
Or if I don't have the card, I just bring ID and go to the
Yeah,
counter,
yeah.
say, this is my account, blah, blah, how much is in there? They tell you, be like, oh, cool. Do
I'm
you
gonna do
want
that,
to withdraw? I'm like, no, just want to know how
That's
much
a
is in there.
shout.
I'm gonna do that, you know.
What
It
about
helps.
what about investing? 'Cause I haven't heard about investing from you.
I talk about investing sometimes.
No, but I haven't heard it.
Oh, you haven't?
I haven't heard it personally.
My apologies.
Like,
my
no, so it's not your
apologies.
fault at all. But then
Um,
what are you saying in terms of investing versus saving, like percentages, like how much do people save, how much people invest, and that kind of thing? Just like basic numbers to go off of.
Yeah, so what I would say is obviously this is all given if you have the extra cash and the cash you can do without. I think a general rule of thumb that I like to go by anyway is I put 20% in savings.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, again, you can add more, add less depending on what you're on.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, you may see online, are completely against savings. I believe it's very important to have liquid cash, and that's what savings are, right? If something goes wrong tomorrow,
Emergency
having
fund.
exactly emergency fund,
Okay,
having
man.
your life savings
Yeah.
invested is the worst thing.
I made
Because
that.
if
I
you
made
have
that
a
mistake.
car and it breaks down,
I made that
no,
mistake.
do you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
have a car and it breaks down, you
Yeah.
have no liquid cash.
Literally.
Saying, oh, but my portfolio is worth this much. Okay,
Yeah.
the garage is not interested in how
Yeah,
much
yeah,
your portfolio is
yeah,
worth.
yeah.
You need to know what do you have liquid cash,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's why I always believe it's important to have savings.
Yeah.
So I say 20%, but I think the general form is probably 10%. Let's go with 10% just for
Okay.
this example, right? When it comes to investing, I like to either match or do slightly more.
Yeah.
Okay.
But investing, I always say, is money that you should be able to do without.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to invest £100 a month, I should be comfortable in saying if I never see that £100 back again,
I'm cool with that.
I'm fine financially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you cannot say that, then you're either investing too much or you shouldn't be investing.
Yeah.
Right? You should pick an amount. If you want to start investing, pick an amount where you say, if I never get this back ever, I'm fine. Obviously, that's not the aim. We want to get the same, if not more, back. That's why we invest.
Yeah.
But you need to be comfortable that if the market crashes and you never see that back, that you're fine.
Yeah.
If your entire life or your house deposit is all invested and the market crashes and that £20,000 you invested is now worth £3,000,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that was not where you should have put that 20,000.
Yeah,
Maybe you
yeah,
should have
yeah.
only invested 3,000 of it and saved 17.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But for example, if you're on like some 6-figure salary, you're getting 200k a year, that 20k is not going to be as much to you.
It's not going to be as much. So it's all
perspective.
relative. It's
Yeah,
all relative.
relative. That's the one.
But it's just figuring out what's
Yeah,
front.
yeah.
But once you figured out the amount and you say, right, I'm going to save 10%, invest 10%, let's just say someone's going to do that, right?
So 10% for each. So 10% savings, 10% investing.
Yeah, but
Okay.
like I said, people can amend it more or
Yeah,
less.
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
going by where we are today with
Yeah,
what's going
general.
on in the economy.
Yeah.
I think 10-10 is quite nice if you've got the extra cash, right?
Mhm.
If you want to start investing, there's lots out there. There are lots of health pages. There are lots of jargon pages. It's about filtering through and finding the pages which are actually going to help you, because some of them will say invest in this. There's lots of crypto bros that people, say do this and do that. Not completely against them. I'm just saying understand what they're saying, and if it's for you, that's more what I'm saying.
Because if it goes down 40% and
These
you see
people,
40%
they're
in the
not
red,
interested.
they're not gonna listen.
They're
They'll
not
be saying,
helping you.
okay,
They're like,
but then
"Oops."
and it's not even that, because it's not their fault. They're not the ones causing it to go down. You have to have complete faith in what you're
Exactly.
investing in,
Exactly.
because when it goes down, you still. Matter of fact, that's even a time to put in more, in my opinion, innit?
Yeah.
And that's what you should do, like buy when it's
Yeah.
getting low. But it's supposed to be for projects that you actually believe in.
Yeah.
So, for example, I believe in Kia. Maybe I want to invest into Kia. I want to invest into Kia. But you're not going to invest into someone that you don't know.
Yeah.
Why would you invest into someone
It's
that you
true.
don't know? It doesn't even make
It's
sense.
true. And I think a lot of it, when people think about investing, is they think about the short term. 'Cause I think a lot of it, especially with crypto, put your money in now, put it out, you made profit within a week.
10,000% easy.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? You made it
Yeah,
within a week, within 2 weeks. When investing has always been for the
Long-term
medium
game.
to long term.
Yeah, of course.
5 to 10 years at least. So when people say, oh my gosh, it's gone down now, okay, you should be looking for it for another 4 years anyway. Like, it doesn't matter what it's doing now. It should be absolutely fine, because in 5 years' time, when you want to come for it, if you have something to get, if you don't, leave it in there for longer. but you should be investing for the longer term. That's why we do it, right? Because trends are always for the long term, not for 2 weeks or a month's time.
They always say, time in the market is
Not
better than timing the market.
Exactly.
That one was big.
Yeah.
So you just have to, because for me, what I do now, I've got Trading 212. So what I'll do is I'll just get like every month I'll invest into a pie. It's a dividend growth pie.
Yeah.
So if you don't know about dividend stocks, YouTube it, they'll tell you.
Yeah.
And essentially it takes out a little bit of money out of my current account every month, and then it just goes straight into that. And every month it's building and building and building. I'm seeing the percentage increase, which is good as well.
Yeah, of course.
And then same with crypto too.
Yeah.
That will get taken out every. Matter of fact, I have to do that manually. I don't think there's entrepreneurs. There you go. There's an idea for you. If there's a way to take out automatically automate payments into crypto, there you go. There's an idea. My code is out there. Might speak to KB about that.
Yeah, man. Why not, man?
Why not? But yeah, that's what I do, and then that's how I invest and all that kind of stuff there.
Exactly, and I think that's a really helpful way. If you automate it, removes all the stress from it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
like just set up a payment.
Less friction.
Exactly.
Less friction. For me, with my portfolio, I don't even look at it because the thing is, I don't want to look. If I look at it, I'll be like, oh,
well, that's nice.
Take away the emotions. I literally just current account every single month, same day.
I leave mine there.
Yeah,
mine
man.
just takes it out.
Literally.
And I couldn't tell you how much money is in there.
Never.
Not because I'm not tracking my finances, just because it's not for now.
Yeah.
When it's the time, then I'll look at it. But for right now, I'm not interested in it. Maybe when I come to buy a house, I might want to use some towards the deposits. I might have a look and see how much is in there. But right now, not interested.
Do you know what? Yeah, there's seasons for everything. And that actually leads me to my final question I want to ask you. Is Miss Kia happy where she is right now for her journey?
Miss Kia Commodore is very happy where she is right now.
Okay. Elaborate.
I feel like blocks are falling into the right places right now.
Becoming.
And I feel like I'm understanding more of my purpose, more of my direction. I feel like at the beginning of the year, I feel like I kind of knew, and I could see from like the goals I set in January versus now, they've changed. Not massively, but they've changed because I feel like now I really know like this is what I'm gonna do, and that has all been through trial and error throughout the year. But I think most importantly, I think the biggest changing point for me, right, is I spoke to my friend Amma. So she's come on the podcast. I don't know if you heard the company Plant Made.
No.
They do like wellness stuff.
Yeah.
So
I saw that one.
her brand at the moment is worth like 10 mil. She started a year and a half ago.
Big up Amma.
So didn't she make it during lockdown, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, big up Amma, man. Gone in.
Yeah.
Big up Amma, man.
Ghana girl too.
Yeah, so love Amma. I love her so much.
What you say?
Entertain.
Yeah. Entertain too. You know what I mean?
But I love her. But I remember we recorded the episode that's on my podcast.
Yeah.
And then after that, I stayed longer just to chat with her, see around her warehouse, which is massive, by the way. It's insane. See that she's like from a bedroom to like this massive warehouse.
That's amazing.
Crazy.
I like them kind of stories.
Yeah. But I spoke with her. I remember I was speaking one-on-one to her. Her whole team was there, right? They're all doing their work. I was talking to her about, I want to do this. She's like, why are you not doing that yet? I said, I don't know if I should do that, blah, blah. And then she always told everyone to stop doing work. So guys, we need to help Kia. I remember feeling like, I'm just getting on. I was whispering, why are you shouting for? Like, I'm talking to you, bro. Anyway, we had that conversation, and she's basically just like, basically some of the ideas I had that I thought like I wasn't ready to do. She asked everyone, what do you think? And they were just like, Kia, why are you waiting until next year or the year after? Do it this year.
I love people like that.
And I said, what do you mean I can't do it? And then they said, when Amma came to us and said that she's going to make £1 million brand, we all said, yes, you can do it. And she said she's going to do it in a year. They all said, yeah, you can do it. And she did it.
Wow.
And they said, let Amma and this building that we're in now be testament that you can do anything in whatever time frame you put yourself to. You just have to commit to it and work to it. And when I tell you, that drive home, I was so inspired.
What are you listening to?
Nothing.
No,
Silence, my thoughts.
You listen to your thoughts?
My thoughts.
No. I'm saying on the drive home, music.
Oh.
No.
No music.
Promise you, I was that like.
That's serious.
I was that changed.
Yeah.
That I got home and I was like, they're all so right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
100%.
have to wait. I feel like I was putting time frames and I'm like, oh, I'm not ready to do that. I can do it in like 2024. Like that's not something for now. And I'm not saying that some of the things that I was talking about I'm going to do this year. Some I've evaluated it. Some of it maybe I will do next year. But it's just the fact that they're right. I don't need to wait. Why am I putting a time limit on things when I can do it now? If I want to, I don't know. If I want to have my own show on my platform.
why not, man?
Why am I going to wait until next year? I can do it in if I want to do it in 3 months' time, I can do it in 3 months.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think that was what I took from that conversation with her.
And if you even, let's say for example, you try to do it in 3 months and you didn't get it done in 3 months, you might get it done in 4.
Yeah.
But then that beats you trying to do it in 2 years' time.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
That. And I think that is what inspired me, because obviously I've been along her journey and I've witnessed her journey. And for her her brand's be worth like 10 mil in a year and a half, almost 2 years.
Big up
Is
Emma, man.
mental. She literally started in her bedroom.
Crazy, man.
But to see that growth, and she's got a BBC documentary about her brand as well,
Amazing,
all that
amazing.
stuff, you see that, and I think that just tells you that nothing is impossible.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, you can achieve.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure there's people along the way told her like, chill. You just made a
Hate is
little
there, man.
1-2 thing at home, like chill out. And now she's here. Do you know what I
Guess
mean?
what? That's another thing as well about the team and the people that you have around you.
Yeah.
Her team.
They believe
She
in
already
her.
she already knew what her team was gonna say. She didn't even prep them.
That's the thing.
She said, "Listen."
She told everyone, stop what you're doing.
Yeah.
Let's chat to Kia.
Like no,
Yeah.
she said you chat to Kia.
Yeah.
She said, "What do you lot think?"
Yeah.
And they said this stuff.
Yeah.
It's key to have these kind of people around you.
Yeah, it was mental. And I did not expect all of them to have such passion behind telling me that I can do it. I thought they were going to be like, yeah, of course you can. You know what I mean? Like, carrying like, yeah, cool. Yeah, if you want to. But the way they were so passionate, I even saw them share a pop-up a couple of weeks ago, and I went there and I saw some of them were there. And they were like, Kia, have you done anything that we said? And I saw them like 3 months ago. But the fact that it's still in their minds, I said, yeah, like, guys, you'll be happy to know, like, I've been planning stuff. And they're like, oh, like,
That's a
sick.
good
Like, we
team.
told you you can do it. If you believe yourself, you can do it. That's how passionate they are. And that's her team. And that's who she surrounds herself with. And I'm just like, yeah, that has been
Good
like one of the
people.
most pivotal conversations I've had this year.
Wow.
That has changed my, not even joking, changed my mindset, changed where I am and how I perceive things and how I feel like I can get things done.
And even team culture as well. That must have said a lot
100%.
about team culture.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I feel like I think every entrepreneur should know that not everyone you hire, probably pretty much no one you hire is going to have the same passion that you have. For your
Precisely,
business.
precisely.
No one
Because
you
it's not
hire.
their business.
Yeah, exactly. It's
theirs.
not theirs,
Yeah, of
right?
course, yeah.
At all. But you still need to find people who are passionate or at least believe in you.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is so important. At least if they believe in you, because I may do things, they may not fully understand why I'm doing it. But if you believe in me, then you belong for the journey. When it
Precisely.
manifests itself, you're like, okay,
You
cool.
get
I
now.
get why we're
Yeah.
doing this. So I get why she did that, or why she stopped doing that, or why she enforced that.
Yeah.
And that is so key.
Yeah.
But I think I've spoken to some entrepreneurs who get upset that the people that they hire don't have the same passion.
They're never meant to though.
I'm like,
They shouldn't actually.
when you went to Tesco, was you passionate about Tesco?
Yeah,
Words.
And food?
Yeah.
You weren't.
Word.
Yeah.
And that's normal. I don't
Yeah.
think anyone who works, like any of the CEOs, expect any of the retail workers to be so passionate about food and being the best cashier. They just know you're there for the money.
It's your vision, not mine. It's my vision, not yours.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Of
So I
course.
can never expect anyone to be as passionate as me. But all I can expect is someone who believes in me and in what I'm trying to build. That's it.
Well, do you know what I'm gonna say to that? And John will say something afterwards, but I wish you the best. You're an
Thank you. I wish
amazing
you
woman.
guys
I
best
hope
too.
thank you so much. I wish everything you guys do come October now works out and you see the fruits of your labor because you're putting a lot of work
You'll
in.
be there anyway.
Thank you
We're
so
having
much.
an event.
Oh, you said
Okay.
an event?
So
Oh,
you'll
we'll
be there
anyway.
You heard that, guys? Having an
London,
event.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I just want to say I wish you all the best. I hope
Thank you.
that you will reach all the stars that you
I
want
know.
to and all the hard work you put in. I hope and I pray that it works out for you because
Thank you
you
so
deserve it,
much.
man.
Thank you. I appreciate
Honestly,
that.
Queen, well done.
Oh, you guys are so sweet.
Thank you very much. And yours,
Ditto.
bro?
Literally same ways as what he said in it, just doubled.
Double
Double
times
that,
two.
man.
No, I'm
Times
saying.
2, man.
But yeah, honestly, big up yourself. It's
Thank
been a
you.
journey so far.
Yeah, man.
The journey's only just started. Same way for us as well.
Absolutely.
You know what's crazy? Like where she is right now, a couple years ago, it's even inspired me because where you were a couple years ago with your podcast, how like you're putting the work in, the bricks in to where we are right now. We're really just starting off, and like when I compare our podcast to like the YouTube numbers, for example, I'll show John the other day how like what did they say? It takes 2.5 years, for example, to get 1K subscribers.
Yeah.
And we did it like
Huh?
no.
I thought it was a
No,
year.
22 months.
22
It
months.
takes 22 months to get to
Eesh.
1,000 subscribers, right?
On YouTube or
On YouTube.
okay,
Oh wow.
We did 11 months.
that's what I'm saying.
So it's like what you're doing right there is just it's showing us that it can be done.
First time.
100%.
Obviously, we already know it can be done, but just further proof along the
Yeah,
journey that it can be
yeah.
done. So
No,
thank you for
guys-
inspiring us.
This platform is amazing. I want you guys to keep going
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
man.
and just believe in yourself. There are people who take great value from it, and I think sometimes we get lost in the numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot
But
of time.
I think when you put it in perspective, even if you just have 100 people, if you had 100 people in this one room,
Yeah.
that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Could have put
Yes.
100 people in this one room.
Do you see what I mean? Like when you put stuff in perspective, we're so used to social media, we're like, it's only 100 people, like it's
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
50 views.
Yeah.
50 people in this one room,
Yeah.
it'll be crowded.
Yeah.
So when you put it like that, you're like, that's a lot of people. And I think that's
Honestly.
how I bring myself back down.
Yeah.
I remember like you're doing amazing. If
you so
if
much.
in your head it's just 300, 300 into whatever space you put is a lot of people.
Yeah.
So you guys are doing incredible.
Even though like
The event, I was about to say
Yeah,
the
the
exact
you see what I
same
mean?
thing, Yeah.
I think I don't know how many views we have now, but like even the event, I think 250 people inside, right? And I was looking around, I was like,
it's a lot of
"Rah."
people, right?
But I think
That was packed.
it was packed,
Yeah.
fully packed. Guys, watch the episode, you know what I mean? But when I look at the numbers, I'm gassed too, but it's like it's not the same when you see them in real life.
Yeah.
You're like, damn.
But every time you forget, just remember the event and remember
Yeah.
when people were there, and you're just like, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, man.
It's a lot of people who've seen this or listened
And
to
I
this.
remember Clubhouse as well. Like it started.
You were Clubhouse too?
Yeah,
yeah.
Started. We were doing like rooms. like
What you
20
do at
people,
Clubhouse?
30 people.
No, I was talking about finance, but I was just like, that Clubhouse thing, I was just on my phone. You weren't- Just the concept of it, talking to your phone like that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm just yeah.
I'm glad that it's physical now. It's real
Yeah,
life,
same.
isn't it?
Same.
But Kia, it's been amazing. It's been
Thank
a
you,
movie.
guys.
Clearly,
Mhm.
we've got the cameras and the lights
Yes.
and the action
Man.
too. Isn't
I
it?
appreciate you guys.
Bro, how you found it?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Good stuff. He's putting his thumbs up. You
his
can't
thumbs
see
up,
it,
man.
but he's putting his thumbs up.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. What? Yeah.
Purpose-led.
Yeah,
Yes.
boy.
Come on, like and subscribe, comment. Also, join our email list. Join Kia's email list.
Yes.
Everything will be down in the description below. Take a look at our website as well. We've got a new website up. Do you know what I mean? And
I looked
me
at it the
and
other day,
Rob.
actually.
Yeah.
Very
We've
good.
got- yeah, I
Very
made it.
good.
Me and Rob are going to be doing calls soon. So if you want to speak to us, then head over to our website. You can book a call with us, and it will be ready by the time this podcast is out.
Precisely. And
Yeah.
also, lastly, you want to say something to you? Oh, as bro said, join the email list bi-weekly. Motivation. If I not motivation, inspiration, daily insights, advice. That makes sense. Inspiration, advice, and helping you guys just live a more purpose-led life. Because I can't lie to you, this world is hard enough as it is. So what we're trying to do is try to make it that much easier for you guys. Give you guys tips, gems throughout the whole journey, just to help you guys live a more purpose-led life. So join the email list. If you don't want to, that's on you, innit? I can't force you. I wish I could, but I can't force you.
Hey, I can join it.
Okay,
There you go.
I'll join it.
Yeah. It's valuable. Do you get the email we sent the other day?
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
Yeah, it was great.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course I'm
I
proud of emails. What do you mean?
Come on.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, she's email.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what? Are you
Easy.
dumb?
I was the first
yeah?
one, you know.
Was it?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
looked really
yeah.
good. That's what I'm
Thank you
saying.
so
Like, if
much.
I'm on it, you man should be on it.
It's true.
Yeah?
It's true. Join it, man. But anyways, guys, Auf Wiedersehen, tschüss. How do you say it with French? Bye.
You should
Au
know.
revoir.
Au
That's what I was thinking.
revoir.
That's the
Yeah,
easiest
that's
thing
the
to say.
easiest thing to say in
Au
French.
revoir, tschüss. Auf Wiedersehen.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
Zimmy.
Ciao. Bye.
Bella.
Love you. Ciao, Bella. Love you guys. In a bit.
Come on.
In a bit.
Anyway, people. Bye.
Bye.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Amazing. How do you find it, Kia?
That was good. Yeah, go for it.